I tagged you.
Oh, did you?
Oh man, there we go.
I tagged Optimal Play.
Now
You didn't tag me.
I forgot to tag you. I should have tagged you.
You
I'll
can,
share
you
it.
can mention me now.
I'll share it and tag you. I think that'll work.
Okay.
Anyway,
share it.
We're streaming now. There was too much good content as we were harassing Butner about California. That doesn't sound as good after the... You had to be there, I guess.
That was a had to be there moment.
You're welcome. Oh my
But I was like,
God.
well, we got to start the stream because this is good entertainment.
Did you share the link to the YouTube?
I can't. I think only you can post
Only
links.
business accounts, which I totally am.
You know what? I just converted mine, so I could have. That's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
all.
gonna be a business soon.
You know, you should be a business.
Nothing but heroes on Optimal Play.
It's a Optimal Fans business coming to you very soon. So convert my Instagram too.
Oh, okay.
Finally gotten my abs where I want them to be.
Oh, that's what was.
It's time. It's time.
The abs are in business.
The
The
abs-
abs are open for business.
The abs are finally
So
ready.
you're a business account. That's great. That's so good.
I don't know what to link
Here
to
I am.
anymore.
I am just me.
is the
You
weird
should just
thing.
link to your main page, and then people will see your life.
Yeah, I think so.
So, that's
Are you-
That's a 2-click process. I would highly advise against it.
Well, you're not wrong. It is a 2-click process,
That is
but it also is more work to find your stream link. And
Yeah, that's the
that.
problem is
you want him to do more work, or do you want all these other people to do more work?
other
people.
Yeah.
Other people.
I think we're on
Work
the same
smarter,
page
not
there.
harder. Yeah, no.
I don't know about all that.
And okay, let me mention Mr. Critelli.
Here I am.
Oh
No
no!
offense.
Okay, you Instagram. I accidentally moved the shared story, which brought it to the front.
It went behind it.
Is there any way to
I have
send
no
it to
idea.
the back?
I have no idea.
Damn it!
Well, you just drag
'Cause
it.
now I have to
No,
move
no.
everything like to a
Right.
corner, where then I can put it back, and then put
Yeah.
those back.
Yeah, no.
Wow, what an awful system.
Oh, it is. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say Instagram's on the forefront of social media.
It's
In
the
fact,
one I
I-
engage with.
I
the
bet
most.
you like
I know they
Instagram
haven't.
investor meet or like Meta investor meetings.
Instagram is totally in that sweet spot of kind of
God
how,
damn it!
ironically, how Facebook was in like 2010, where it was like people don't like this product, but they use it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just take one thing that isn't stealing your data, like TikTok, to come along and be like, "Hey, this is
That isn't stealing your data. Yeah,
this
that's a
isn't
good.
this isn't better. This is a better alternative to Instagram."
Okay.
Not that Instagram.
Add it to
Excuse
my
me,
story
who am I
and tagged
picking?
you.
Oh, who should I take?
You should take the one that looks the most ridiculous.
I feel like I might.
Which one is to?
What one is calling to you?
Which one is wearing the silliest hat?
this,
Yeah, this one. Really.
this one. That one's the one.
That was the one. I'll take the androgynous looking character.
Which one?
That was a joke. All of these characters look like they could be in a JRPG.
Here we are.
I just typed in the chat. Hey, it posted.
Testing. Test 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here.
Anything but
Butner,
that.
I'll take Malistar because he's got an eye patch.
Butner, wave at the camera really fast.
Hi there.
Okay. Now I'm curious because we were talking about how long is the latency on YouTube. We're still in a very experimental stage of we've barely streamed on YouTube before. He hasn't waved yet.
Wow, that is latent.
But you both just looked up at the screen, which probably means we're having this conversation. There he waved. Okay, that's like 20 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
And it might
Could
be
be
different.
better.
Like on Twitch, the iPhone app was way more behind the desktop if you're watching on desktop.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That was a thing.
Screaming
Yep.
Nothing but euros. It's fantastic.
Streaming.
Now I'm going
tweeting
to repost Brandon's link.
Can we just keep on going down into the tunnel?
I'm tagging you on Twitter. I don't know why we always go live and then do all of our social media.
It's classic us though.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, the cameras are pointing at us. Let's all stare at our screen. I feel like it's social commentary at this point. It's like, let's not engage with each other. Let's look at these things that occupy our attention 24/7.
Nutsy in the chat says hi, unless that was one of you two.
Hi.
Then hi.
Hey, Nutsy.
Did not see that comment. Thank you, Greta Thunberg. When I typed a hashtag into Twitter, the top suggested hashtag was small dick energy.
Yes. Do you want to comment on that situation?
I mean, I guess if you want a lot of eyes on your tweets, just tag it with that right now.
Small dick energy.
I don't know how many people are actually clicking that hashtag. It's actually likely a bad idea.
That's true.
Actually, now that you just converted to a business account, maybe I would recommend you don't do that. Well, let's get some of this clutter off of the table. Now that I've done such a good job of setting up this game, and I totally know how to play. I just left are these the starter signatures? Yeah, okay, cool. I'll just leave these in the
Alright, so I'm Malstar. You need to pick your character unless you want me to pick for you. Fine.
Pick for me.
Okay, you are, without a doubt, Brahma.
Oh man, I was going to totally take Brahma.
Oh, I like Brahma.
You can't pick Brahma. You know why you can't pick Brahma?
Who am I? Tell me who I am.
You're Lash.
Who am I? I love Lash.
I know it.
You totally knew
it.
It
called to me.
Yeah.
Is that an I Love Lamp reference?
It wasn't.
It is now.
It definitely is now.
It certainly can be.
I love Lash.
Sorry, I swear I've almost spammed everywhere I can think of.
How many total crystals do you need between your starting
5.
Hand? 3.
Oh, and my starting hand so starting hand and starting deck. I get 1 immolate, 4 crystals, starting deck 5 crystals. So is that 9 crystals?
That's 9 crystals then.
Wow.
A lot of crystals.
Discord doesn't recognize
Do you not start with any sparks?
as a link if you capitalize the H.
It's because you don't have an open breach to start with. That's why.
It says if you start with a spark, you are a dickhead.
Yeah.
Shit.
I guess that's why I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's not wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
So 9 crystals total?
9
And then what's your signature?
And I need 1 immolate.
Immolate. Probably looks like fire art, right? Sure does, ish.
Almost all at least in these early expansions, practically every spell is fire themed. I guess not all of them. There's like Consuming Void, but in general, it's a lot of fire.
Blaze, Spectral Echo, yeah, these 3 have fire art to them.
Yeah.
Even Spectral Echo has some fire in the background.
Yeah. I kind of I don't know if for at least early in the series the idea was that like the magic in this world is just fiery. Is pyromancy, right? I'll be player 1. Don't mind if I do.
4, 5, 6,
I usually actually use some other tokens.
Yeah, that's why I didn't take out the actual tokens. I knew it. I knew he would.
You sure knew.
He would. What's his special? Buried Light. Buried Light. Here, you'll be 3rd player, and I'll be 2nd player.
Works for me.
Suckers.
Does the discard pile go face down or face up?
Sure goes face up.
Sweet.
But a deck, which is what you have not in your hand, it should be face down.
Well said.
Wait, that's that?
You should have a starting deck of 5 cards and a starting hand of 5 cards. So you should have nothing in your discard currently.
So where does the starting deck go? My hand?
In the deck part.
Oh, I see.
Big deck or small deck energy.
And that's face up or face down?
That's face down.
Okay.
And should be exactly in that order as well.
Got it.
So the first thing you should draw are crystals or whatever you're going to draw. Alright, Quartz Shard, 1 spark in starting hand, 3 crystals, 2 sparks in the deck. So 3 crystals in the starting hand. Boom.
Boom.
Here's your things.
Butner, you can take 10 points of life, which are the red tokens. These tokens, it's a little. I don't know if you've used these with me before. They're just like off of Etsy. Yeah, it's a little annoying how similar they are in size, but there are larger ones that I usually count as 5s.
Oh right.
Can this be seen? Yeah, we can actually push it all the way out here.
Here, I can give you that view. Boom.
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 We did it. Lash is here. He can be a little closer to me.
I think I was which. I had there was
There's a whole bunch of tokens with his face on them, so I assume they're relevant.
There was a scoring app that I used last time I played this that I liked, and now I don't remember which one it was. I downloaded several, and then
There's more than one.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, I used to be using Lifelinker, which is
Oh, not specific.
Not specific
No.
to Aeon's End.
Got it.
oh there is oh it looks like I've downloaded at some point an app called Aeon's Turn that it looks like is a automation of the turn order deck. If you get tired of shuffling those 6 cards,
Already.
was it
tired.
the app Keep Score? Tap to add players. But all we really need is
How
Gravehold
do we want these to lay out? Maybe here.
and Rageborn. Nope, don't like it. 'Cause it looks like that. I wanted. Shoot, which app was it that like? Nope, it's not Game Track. Damn it! I had liked an app. This was probably it. Custom Life. What's Rageborn have? 60?
70.
70.
Yeah. I'm gonna be here for a while. Can I have a 5 and 5 ones of those health dollops?
5. 5 ones are tricky.
Yeah. It
Okay.
fits nicely, actually. Look at that. Except it's off center, so it's gonna bother me.
Yeah, and honestly, if you want to turn them so that you're looking at them right side up, then they're right side up on the camera too,
Yeah.
that's probably better. Even though that means Butner's reading upside down.
That's
Who
fine. I know the
cares?
game so well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what I figured.
Just gonna give Butner some space for his stuff. Actually, can you set up these things in the order that they look like here? All of yours are gonna be face down.
There, we've got Rageborn and Gravehold.
Okay.
And you have saddled me with my shitty starting deck. And did you set up the turn order deck for 3 players? That's 1, 2, 3, and a wild? Do you even know how to play 3 players?
What is 3-player?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah.
Wait, this is face
Face down, and in the orientation where that yellow wedge is, should
Oh,
be
I
matching
see.
wherever that is
I
for
see.
you.
Okay.
Let's see. It's National Card Game Day, everyone.
Happy National
is.
Card Game Day.
We are doing the thing.
Wait, is it national or international? How many nations are involved here?
I just saw it was Card Game Day
So you just brought the nation into
on national holidays whatever.com. So I. It's
So
it's
national-
so facto.
just-
So you've added the word national.
Just the murder.
It's actually Card Game Day. If someone were to Google National Card Game Day, they would find a completely different day.
Maybe not. It's hard. It's hard to say what the correct adjudication of this is. But I the national sounds nicer than just Card Game Day. Card Game Day.
It's Card Game Day. Sounds like your
Sounds-
mom put it on in the backyard.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm with you, 100%.
Thank you. So this has some formalities, some gravitas to it with the national part.
Some gravitas, indeed.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Um,
Should be drinking beer. Jeez, what am I doing with this coffee?
yeah, what are you doing with that coffee?
It's still hot.
I'll get it. Yeah, Yetis are
Well,
great.
yeah,
They're
Yetis.
great.
Yeah.
This stream brought to you by Yeti insulated mugs.
Hell yeah! Finally, sponsors. You've done it.
I was talking with never mind.
You don't want to do another outside of the stream reference?
So how do you play Aeon's End?
Well, you see, first you pronounce it Uun's-umd.
Sorry, how do you play Ooms on?
There you go.
Yeah, so for National Card Game Day, we're playing one of our cardist games.
Cardiest games.
Yeah.
It's very cardy.
Aeon's End.
I'd say B.
It's actually kind of not that cardy, because usually you shuffle in card games.
Mm.
In Aeon's End, you don't shuffle. It's a deck building game where you do many of the things that you do in a deck building game.
Nope,
But
such as-
shuffling is not one of them. Such as playing cards, buying cards.
No.
Yeah. So we are going up against Rageborn, who, not to put pressure on ourselves, is the single easiest boss in the franchise,
I can see.
which has like 50 of them now.
Okay. Sure.
He looks scary.
I actually don't know if that's true. I don't have every Aeon's End product as of this. I was gonna say recording as of this live stream. So maybe there's an easier one. I don't know. Anyway, we are trying to defeat Rageborn by reducing its 70 health. I can switch here to where I'm pointing at my phone that I'm using as a scoreboard. 70 health to 0 before we lose by either all getting our own life reduced to 0,
Okay.
or Gravehold being Gravehold is the city that we're protecting.
Got it.
Like, we are kind of defending the walls of the city. Gravehold has 30 hit points,
Okay.
30 life.
Okay.
And also there can be other defeat conditions like built into the Nemesis.
Okay.
But what you're going to be doing is playing cards. Primarily, you're generating this ether. I don't have good enough eyes to read chat from this end of the table.
Impossible. I had to lean in. It's Derby K is in the chat.
Hi, Derby K.
And he's saying that the hardest thing about this game is not habitually shuffling your deck.
That's true. Yeah, don't shuffle. There's no going back. And now I was gonna say I could have the chat up on my phone so that I can see it closer, but I've already set up my phone as the score
It
tracker.
reads so well too.
It does. I like
really
this
nice.
app for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, looks great. Good job.
Thanks.
I can put my thing on.
So we'll be playing gems that generate this currency ether that can be used for a few things. It can be used to buy cards from the market,
Okay.
which go into your
Sure.
go directly onto your discard pile.
Sure.
It can be used to charge up your ability at spending 2 ether per charge, which will put tokens on these notches on your character board, and when it's fully charged, that's when you can use the ability that's printed there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it costs you basically 12 ether over whatever time you want to spread it out to use that ability.
Okay.
You can also use it to focus breaches. Breaches are how you cast spells. You need to have them open so that you can put spells into them, and then on your next turn, those spells resolve and actually deal damage. So you can, and all the prices to focus, which rotates them and gets them closer to being open, or there's always a price to open them outright. That's printed there. And then finally, there may be times when the Nemesis plays a card that is like, in 2 Nemesis turns, this is going to blow up and be terrible unless someone pays 6 Aeon to clear this card. So that, or Aeon, 6 ether to clear this card. So that's kind of the other main use for it. So this market is 9 cards. This is the not technically required but recommended balance of the market, where you have 3 gems, 2 relics, which are cards that can do literally anything, but they are not spells and not gems. And then spells, which are played differently from other cards. You don't just play them for their effect. You, during the main phase of your turn, you prep them in breaches by like taking it and literally putting it in the breach. And then on the start of your next turn, you may cast them for their effect.
Okay.
You can only put them into breaches that are open, or if you focus a breach on your turn, you can put one into that breach that turn, even though it's still closed. Like, so if I pay to rotate this, to focus it, then in that moment, I can put a spell there. But then after that spell gets cast on my next turn, then it remains closed. So I can't.
And the difference between the open and closed ones is the open ones you can choose to resolve the spell, whereas the closed ones have to be resolved. So if they're sitting on a closed breach, you have to cast them at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
That is true. The one other big kind of unique thing about this game is turn order is variable. there's that deck of 6 cards. They're the ones in the blue sleeves there. And the reason that you have a player number is because it'll be your turn when we draw the 3 card from the turn order deck.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also a wild so there's always 4 player turns for every 2 Nemesis turns in this deck. So in a 3-player game, we have a wild, which basically means
we choose.
any one of us can go. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that's it, right? I did it.
You did it.
That's Aeon's End.
Deck building, beat up the big boss.
So you're just trying to cast.
Oh, and I guess
spells?
we were saying this before I was before I was like actually making a point to explain. But you don't shuffle in this game, so that means when you go through, when you have nothing left in your draw pile, you take your discard pile, simply flip it over, and start drawing from it again. The order you put cards into your deck is fairly specific. Since the first thing you do on your turn is cast any spells you want to cast, those go straight to your discard pile. And then anything that you buy during your turn will go straight in your discard pile. And then finally, at the end of your turn is when all the cards that you actually played from your hand that turn go into the discard pile in any order you want.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So you're like playing into a play area and then putting them in the discard pile, not playing them into the discard pile.
Okay.
Which is a subtle but meaningful distinction in this game.
Sure.
And it's co-op, so, you know, we'll guide you through the first couple rounds, and it'll be fun.
I will definitely watching how you guys do your turns.
Well, we'll see who
Yeah,
goes first.
maybe you're first.
Hopefully I don't go first.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's.
First things first, anyone goes.
I vote Butner.
Yeah, I should definitely go first. Easily.
I mean, I'm all for it. But actually, I would love to go first.
Please, go ahead.
So, first thing I'm going to do, so I have no spells, so I go past the casting phase right into main phase. I'll prep a spark into this open breach. And I'm going to play 3 crystals. I'm also going to play a quartz shard, which is my special card, which says gain 1 ether. So I have 4 ether total this round. Reveal the top card of the turn order deck, and you may place that card on the bottom or top of the turn order deck. If you reveal the player turn order card, gain 1 ether. So, with a 3 and 5 shot, I wanted to go first, and also potentially mess up whoever goes next. So,
Sure.
The Nemesis goes next, so I only get 4 ether this turn. I'm kind of okay with the Nemesis going right now while we're getting ready. I don't know. How you
Sure.
feel.
Plus,
Okay.
you put it at the bottom, then you risk the
Like-
the Nemesis going because one fun aspect of this game is that that turn order deck gets shuffled when it runs out, and there's 2 Nemesis cards in it, meaning the Nemesis can and
4
sometimes
times.
does go 4 times in a row. It's hard to recover from that.
Indeed.
I can see that. I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
So, with my 4 ether, I think I'm going to get this Transmogrifter.
Transmogrifier?
That's the one.
Yeah, no. Your way of saying it made sense too, though.
I liked it. So I'm going to discard my cards. I'm going to put this one closest to the top of the deck because I want it to come back soonest.
What's Transmogrifier do? Destroy a card in hand. You may gain a card from any supply pile that costs them 3 more. Oh, it's the Dominion upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
Classic.
And I was like, well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 options to destroy, basic cards and get something decent. So I feel like it's a decent one.
Yeah.
Decent. I don't think I've ever played with it either. It's one of the reasons. I picked a lot of these things that I've never played with.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was what I suggested you do.
Yeah, indeed.
You follow instructions. I like it.
I'm very good. I take direction very well. Acting.
All right, draw that Nemesis card.
Okay. It is the Nemesis to shock and awe.
Yeah, and so the Nemesis tends to accumulate a tableau of cards in front of it, and first all of those cards trigger if they have effects that happen like every turn while they're in play, and then the Nemesis draws a new card from its deck.
Yeah, so the Rageborn's Unleash, which is kind of like the main keyword that the end Nemesis will do, gains 1 Fury token, and to make sense, we have to read the additional rules, which is when Rageborn strikes, resolve the following in order. Draw a card from the strike deck and resolve it, which is this deck.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Nailed it. No notes.
Oh, this was not the one that we played when you and I played a couple weeks ago.
No, because Rageborn's boring and early. We
We-
played like one of the harder
Oh,
ones.
I could have sworn that we specifically were like, okay, if we want to, do future videos of this, like, we'll start on the low end one. Did we not?
Yeah, I immediately talked you out of that.
Oh, fair enough.
I was like, I don't want to play that.
I don't know. I don't think this one's boring. It's got a cool special deck. They don't have that.
That's so true. So when they strike, draw a card from the strike deck and resolve it, shuffle that card back into the strike deck, and then Rageborn loses 3 Fury tokens. At the end of the Nemesis turn, if Rageborn has 4 or more Fury tokens, it strikes once. So that's how it strikes, typically.
Okay.
So the Unleash will give it Fury tokens at the end of the Nemesis turn. If it has 4 or more, it will discard 3 of them. Right?
Yep.
Discard 3 and strikes.
Yep.
Neat.
Okay. Draw its card.
Its card is a power. We were just talking about these. Power 3, which is like the timer one. The player with the most prep spells suffers 2 damage for each of their prep spells. So when this goes off, we want to ideally not have any prep spells.
That was Bleed Static, for those of you who forgot to say the name
Bleed
of the card.
Static. Who needs it?
So
Power
what,
2?
3.
3.
and that means every time it happens, you take 1 power off?
Yeah, so every Nemesis turn, we're going to take one of those power tokens off of that card, and when it runs out, that's when that ability will happen. So a lot of these power cards that
okay.
a lot of these power cards with a timer counting down like this, a lot of them have something you can do, like destroy a prepped spell or spend 6 ether to get rid of them before they happen. This one, there's no avoiding it. It will happen. The best you can do is play around it based on what it's going to do, which is punish you for having a lot of prepped spells, basically.
Got it. Okay, cool.
And it's the player with the most of them will suffer 2 damage for each. So we kind of want the player with the most of them to have 0 or
0 to
1,
1,
ideally. Yeah. Okay, next turn.
I shall do it. It is your turn, Brandon.
Oh, it's me. Well, I will prep a Buried Light, my signature spell that says deal 1 damage, gain an ether. About as basic as it comes.
Pretty basic.
And then I have 4 crystals. So since Buried Light is not resolving this turn, I have 4 to spend. I don't want to do the same thing you did.
But it's so good.
It's fine. I'm going to take a Vrisswood Amber, which says when you gain this, you may put it on top of your deck.
Will you?
I did.
Why did it?
That's my turn.
Alright. And then it's me. Should probably have this in my hand.
Probably.
I will cast the Spark and do 1 whole damage to the boss.
He screwed. Nice.
69.
Got him. Nice.
Well, that's the stream, folks. We're going to end it on there. We had a good time.
Oh, God.
Had a lot of laughs.
Yeah. Had some fun.
Especially at the end there.
So I think,
at the 69 thing?
oh, yeah.
I
That
remember
was
that.
great.
That was my favorite part.
Probably my favorite part of the stream, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, memories, guys. Aw. Alright, so I'm going to play these 3 crystals, and instead of getting some stuff from here, I'm just going to open this, hard open it for 3 cost.
Okay.
And then, because I have 2 sparks in my hand, I don't want them to clog my hand, because we don't get rid of the cards at the end of the turn. If you have, like, extra cards in your hand, they will just clog up your hand.
You'll fill up your hand to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Refill to 5.
So you should try to open your breeches. Do you have any
No.
He
spells?
does not start with any...
Oh, Immolate is a spell, right?
Yeah,
I do.
Okay.
But I don't have any
So that
open
sits in your
breeches.
hand until you have until you can get it in a breach, basically.
Oh, and the other good thing is this 3, which is really close to opening for you, is a +1 damage breach. The 3 and the 4 are
It says,
+1
says
damage.
so right on it. Once opened, +1 damage.
Yep.
How about
Any
that?
spells cast from there.
Indeed.
Next turn.
It is the Nemesis.
Okay.
Are you going last?
Bleed Static loses a power, and then...
Loses 1 power, and then he draws a Haze Spewer, which is a persistent minion with 5 health. Persistent effect is Gravehold suffers damage equal to this minion's current life, then the minion suffers 1 damage. So we want to try to knock it down quickly before the guy gets another turn, which we don't have a ton of ways to do that.
Left to its own devices, this would do 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1 damage to Gravehold, which is, I can't do math really, but it's a lot.
It's like basically half its life, I think, is what it works out to be.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
15. I was kidding about not doing math. I'm an accountant.
You sold me. I thought you weren't
Yeah.
going to do math.
I could I wouldn't be able to
It's
do
like,
that math
not
that
on his
quick.
day off.
I ain't doing that today.
No chance for getting that guy
shut
to do
down
math.
for the holidays.
It is-
No math for
Yeah,
me.
it is my 2 weeks off.
All right, and then we go into Butner's turn.
Oh god.
I don't know what to do.
Don't
Lord
mess
help
up.
us.
Okay, so I've got 4 spendy points.
Spendy points.
That's okay. That's a good start.
So that
So you
so I
could open a breach.
I could open a breach for 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then I could put this spell in here.
Yeah,
It seems like I probably don't need to do
You
that.
could also focus your breach number 2, which costs 2 to do, and would let you put a spell in it as a one-time benefit. So that would get it out of your hand, and then that leaves you with 2 to spend.
And why? So this whole thing, I'm completely not
Yeah.
understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it? If I do that, I get to rotate it. If I
Yep.
spend 2,
Yes, and if you rotate it, a couple things happen. The cost to flat out open it gets lower each time you do it,
right?
and also, well, I was gonna say, and if you keep doing it, then eventually, then the next one eventually
Sure.
just flips. Like the price becomes the same
Sure,
as
sure.
focusing it had been.
But do you have, because this one is face down towards me, which seems to be the thing that I have to do. So could I just skip to this one?
You need the open ability to be like at the top.
Like the cost to
one,
open it
but-
is the top one, the one that is right side up for you.
Sure. Okay, so when something is focused, that means you can temporarily.
That means you permanently rotate it 90 degrees,
Right, but you-
which makes it cheaper to eventually open,
And you can
put a spell in it at that time.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Not because of any one thing that's facing up. Just
Correct. It's because you did
rotate it.
did a focus.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Okay. Glad I understand that now.
Jeez, me too.
The spectral echo looked pretty good.
I would get a breach open before you buy more spells, because you can't do anything with those.
So you
with all
think-
your breaches closed?
So it feels
So,
like you're saying
and-
you think I should open a breach.
Probably, and then you could either just focus your 4 and just because that perfectly spends all your money, but you could also focus your 2 breach, and then you'd have 2 and could buy a jade or buy a charge,
Right, I could be more effective in my.
or you could. It's not perfectly spending your ether. You could pay 3 to open this breach, and
Right.
then it's open.
Right.
So there's kind of I think all 3 of those are valid. I think that you should definitely focus one though.
I think I feel like damaging this guy is something we should do.
That's
So
yeah.
If
Yeah.
So if I open this breach,
Mhm.
like so, right?
Yars.
Spend the 3 to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Discard, heyo. And then I can prep this spell?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then next turn during your casting phase, you could cast it.
Hell yeah.
And it would
For
do plus
+1.
one damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
And you can play this ether or like this crystal, and just not use the 1 if you don't want it in your hand any longer. And that's totally valid.
Good call. Good call, Butner.
That was the
Good
correct play.
Because now I have 5 more in my hand right here. It says while prepped. Sorry, it says while this is prepped, when I suffer damage, gain 1 charge. Gain 1 charge to where?
Oh, that would be like fill up one spot on your track
Oh.
towards your ability.
Seems pretty nice.
Yeah.
Tis.
And that's what these blue tokens are.
Okay.
Are
4.
for.
Alright, so at the end of my turn, I draw my deck.
Hey, I don't have the best vocabulary. Okay.
I can math, but I can't speak.
Numbers, not words.
I missed the day of preschool where we learned 4.
Yeah, he goes 1, 2, 3, 5. It's,
No, that's a
it
different
says,
four.
No. It says 1 flaw in accounting. All right, who goes next? You go again.
Butner, your turn.
Wait, I go again?
You go,
Yep.
that's how the turn order deck works sometimes.
You were the
Nemesis-
last, and now you're the
Oh,
first.
I
Yeah,
see.
the
I
Nemesis
see.
can go many times in a row, but the players can go a couple times.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first part of your turn
Yes.
is casting spells. So now is
Got
the time that if you want to resolve that immolate and deal the damage to something, now's the time.
Yeah.
You don't have to because there is benefit to leaving it prepped.
Sure.
But
I think I will.
I think that's good.
I'll deal 2 damage to the Haze Spewer.
Nice.
Well done.
So now this goes into my discard.
It does.
Okay. Fantastic. And then I've got 5 crystals here to spend.
Ooh, okay. You can
So I
buy anything but that most expensive spell.
So what is combustion? Deal 2 damage to a minion, deal 2 damage to a different minion or the nemesis. So that's pretty good and it's very situational.
That's also very good.
But this is probably where I'm going to go to start building up that currency. Gain 2 spendy points. You may place a card in your hand on top of your deck. If you do gain an additional 2 spendy points, I'll do that. That seems great. So that'll go there.
Yep.
And that was a Banishing Topaz.
for those
Banishing
at home.
Topaz. And then this goes on top of that. So now do I do the discard into the deck, or do I wait until I have to draw?
Well, it's the end of your turn, so you
now
do
you
need to
draw.
draw
Oh,
up to
that's
5
true.
cards. Yeah.
So this just goes like that?
It flips, the entire pile flips over.
Boom.
And then draw 5.
Great.
It might be a familiar 5.
2,
Probably the ones from your opening
3,
hands.
4.
Hey, look at
And
this. I go now.
Rigged.
I like it. What I'm gonna do first is cast these 2 sparks. I don't want them in my prepped open breaches when that thing goes off.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
So I'm casting the 2 sparks, doing 2 damage to the Haste Spear, which means worst comes to worst, he's gonna do 1 damage and then kill himself.
Yeah.
Which seems fine.
I can live with that.
Yeah, I can also live with that. Better than 15 damage over the course of 5 turns.
Yeah.
I'm also going to play that Quartz Shard that we are familiar with, so I'm going to look at the top. I do get 2 Ether. Do I want to bury this? I kind of want to bury this to make Brandon go later.
I bury you.
Because currently, I mean, I guess you could get this one out of your
No, that sounds fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put him on the bottom, just because I'm like, we're running out of player turns, and there's going to be a lot of Nemesis, so
Got it.
giving Brandon a later turn to react to whatever the Nemesis
I
does.
always like, because we haven't seen any Nemesis cards from this time through the turn order deck, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always in favor of guaranteeing that there
Right.
won't be the 4 turn in a row situation.
Yeah, I
which you just
agree.
did.
Agreed. So what I will do next is get 2 more crystals in play. So I have 4. I could get another transmographer or transmographer,
Yep, one of
if
those.
you will. I could get an unstable prism.
Someone didn't read much Calvin and Hobbes.
No.
Oh, that was big. You're right.
Yeah.
Spaceman's
Blaze.
Fifth.
You
Well, that
make
was different. The
haste on-
transmogrifier was when he turned the box like upside down, and it would turn
Oh.
like Calvin into a worm and stuff.
Yeah.
I think literally that was like a month worth of Calvin and Hobbes comics was the month that Calvin was pretending to be a worm.
This is cool. Blaze is cool. I don't think I've ever played with Blaze.
What's Blaze do?
Blaze has an ability that says when you gain this, you may place it on the top of any player's discard pile. Cast, deal 2 damage, deal 1 additional damage for each other time you have cast Blaze this turn, and for each other Blaze you currently have prepped.
Oh, so the order,
The order doesn't matter.
So if you prep 4 of them, all 4 of them are going to get +4.
Exactly.
That seems good. And so
Like, it needs to all go into one person's deck.
buy me one. Oh, you're the one with 2 breaches already.
Yeah, I
open.
feel like it probably goes to my deck.
I don't think that Butner is our Blazer because he can only ever have 3 breaches.
Yeah, I think I'll get 420. Let's Blaze.
Yeah, totally. Here on December 29th.
Exactly. I'm gonna play the Transmographer and destroy this crystal in my hand.
Okay.
And
Today's
gain-
the 28th. For anyone that heard Brandon say 29th, and
Is
got
it really?
confused.
Yeah, it is the 28th.
I was see
What the fuck?
what just happened was I remembered taking my dog to the vet for his dental cleaning, which I knew happened on the 28th. I just remembered that as being yesterday when it was totally today.
What world are you living in? Get back in the present.
Incredible.
What does...
We just got transmogrified.
You got
everywhere.
transmographed all over your head. What's going on?
What
Alright.
is going on?
Time already has lost all meaning since 2020, but especially over the holiday break.
I'm gonna choose to gain this Vristwood Amber, which says when you gain this, you may place it on top of your deck. And even though I'm gaining it through the Transmographer,
Yeah,
I can still do it.
that seems cool.
It does seem cool. I'm gonna order those slightly differently, like that.
Okay,
Boom.
whose turn is it? It's not mine.
It's definitely not yours. It is the Nemesis turn.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So the countdown continues to click. So we have 1 turn left, which is either a wild or a Nemesis at this point. And then the Haste Viewer is going to deal 1 damage to Grave
No.
and then commit Sabuku.
It's 29. Is that a funny number?
29.
Noise.
Noise. And then he's going to draw a card, which is a Banesire, which has a persistent Unleash ability and 6 hit points.
Do tell what Unleash persistently means?
So every time the Nemesis acts, he's going to add his Unleash ability.
Well, yeah, so persistent means that it happens every turn as long as that card is in play, every Nemesis turn.
Got it.
And then Unleash is a keyword that is defined by each Nemesis.
Got it.
In the case of Rageborn, Unleash means that he gains one of those Fury tokens. One Fury token.
Unless we're playing on increased difficulty, in which case he'd gain 2.
That sounds terrible.
Yep. Especially because there's cards that are like, Unleash 3 times.
Yep. Yeah. The audio is back.
That's good.
That's
Hello,
good.
stream.
And then let me go.
I'm gonna see if we are back. Hello. Are we
Okay.
still online?
We fixed it. Yeah.
Hello. I did it. I typed into the chat.
Yeah, I think that my
Something just broke. Yes.
it was the. Well, no, it's I don't know, because multiple. Yeah, we're back, right? Yeah, none of the cameras are.
Yeah, we should be good.
Freaking
now.
out. Multiple devices simultaneously just like lost connection. I just
You're gonna have to get a desktop.
unplugged them, plugged them back in.
That's
Yeah,
that's
there
what
we
I've decided.
Like I assume it's an issue with the USB hub, but not everything that was in that USB hub just freaked out. This Stream Deck is also connected to that same hub, and so is this camera, the up camera, and neither one of those did. So
It is odd.
why did the microphone and one camera have that issue, and not the other 2 devices plugged into the same hub?
Might just be a faulty USB
Port.
something.
Yeah,
But it seems like a really legit one, so I'm hesitant to say
I know, right? It is. It's
So
been good.
legit.
I've had it for a while, and it's just this week that this is the second time that that's happened. I don't know.
It's a pattern.
Yeah.
Pattern
Pattern.
of deviancy.
That's what I've heard.
Okay, whose turn?
I will let you know. Wait, it's wild turn. We never resolved it. I've already taken a wild turn, so I'd be more.
I'll go so that I can get my
Your
spell off the
of
table,
your
because bleed static. If no one has any spells, that whiffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems good.
Sweet.
So let's do that. I'll go. I'll cast Buried Light, which says deal 1 damage, gain 1 ether, and then I have 2, 3, 4,
Who would you like to
5,
do that?
6 total. Oh, thank you. I'll do the damage to the Banesire.
You got it, friend.
So 6 total ether, which will buy me not much.
I don't know why this is on the table.
I don't know either. I'm gonna buy 2 3-cost cards. I'll buy a Vrisswood Amber, which can go on top of my deck, and I'm gonna try the Unstable Prism, which is a relic that says play a gem in hand twice and destroy it, or gain 2 ether.
Oh,
Seems fun.
okay.
These are good things.
Yeah, especially in the late game when you can use this to destroy crystals, but then you can also just use it to destroy better things to double their impact. Like on the last turn, you were probably going to have them in your hand anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that card. So that's all my ether. I'm left with a spark in hand that, because of bleed static, I don't think I want to play. So I will pass the turn.
Sounds great.
Nemesis, you're up.
It is. All right, so this will blow up and do nothing. Which feels pretty great.
Bleed static whips.
What an idiot.
Bleed static whiffs, and then the Banesire is going to unleash. Well, I guess Rageborn's technically going to unleash, and he's going to get one of these little cute tokens.
And they do what again? Anything?
When there's 3 of them.
When there's 4.
Sorry, when there's 4 of them, he will do this strike deck thing. So he'll draw a card, resolve it, shuffle it back into the deck, and then lose 3 of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then the next card is Unrelenting Ire. which is an attack, which just says unleash. So he does that thing again. Then, if there are 2 Nemesis turn order cards in the turn order discard pile, unleash 2 additional times. Which there is.
Rude.
Yeah.
Ooh. If you're counting with us at home, that makes a total of
4. Forbidden number.
Which means at the end of the Nemesis turn,
Which
if
is
range
now.
board, which is now, if range board has 4 or more, he strikes once. So we're gonna resolve a random card from the strike deck. I don't know if I shuffled it, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. And he does Convoke. Sounds fun. Any player suffers 4 damage.
Oof.
That's a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
Are you our tank, old lady?
I'm our healer.
Oh, okay.
So this way I can just heal myself and not have to be
Selfless. Yeah. Anything to be not selfless.
I'm-
That's Brandon's playstyle.
I'm selfish when it comes to healing myself, but also when it comes to being the one to take the damage.
Yeah.
It balances out.
I insist. He
wants
give me
it
the
all.
damage.
Give me
And then, so I shuffled it back in, and now we lose 3 of these little tokens,
Okay.
and that's his turn. So
Okay.
now it's Brandon's turn.
This is Brandon's turn. Oh, I haven't drawn my hand. I should do that.
Should. I also haven't done that. Should also do that.
Come on, guys.
All right, well, now I have a hand clogged with sparks. So let me... I've got 4 ether in hand. Why don't I just use it to open my breach 2 and play my sparks? That's a turn.
What a turn it was. You go again.
Wow.
I will drink coffee.
Look at me go. I'm going to cast my... We're not killing the Banesire all that soon, regardless of what I do. So I'm a fan of leaving a spark in a breach just so that it's not cycling... It's not a weak card cycling through my deck so many times. So I'm going to just cast 1 spark. So here's a change for that 5, if you could take a damage off Banesire.
I would love to.
And then I have 2 from this Amber. Crystal makes 3, and I'll play the Unstable Prism to double play and destroy this crystal.
Very nice.
So 5 total to spend. And now I've got 2 breaches open. I think I'll take a Combustion.
I love it.
This is one that deals 2 damage to a minion and then 2 damage to a different minion or the Nemesis.
Very nice.
That adds up to 4.
Wow.
That's a healthy amount of damage.
He finally learned 4, guys. It
Got
happened here on the stream.
On stream. Clip it. He got it.
Forgot about that.
I'll never
Um,
forget.
Lastly, I prepped my Buried Light, so finally I have all my spells out of my hand, and I pass the turn.
And the Nemesis takes the pass and unleashes once and draws a Provoker, which is a new minion, 5 hit points, if you give me singles. Persistent, Gravehold suffers damage equal to the number of Fury tokens Rageborn has. Ooh, which will
Generally
probably...
fluctuates between 1 and 4.
Yeah, but will likely be, if we don't disrupt anything, 3 by next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just because Banesire will act first.
Yeah.
So that's not great.
Now I'm not sure like which of these should we be trying to kill first.
I'm not sure either.
The Banesire. So because if we get rid of the Banesire, then like say there's one more card with an unleash and then there's no unleashes for a while. Suddenly the Provoker is doing 3 damage every turn.
I know. But you know what? We don't have to think about that too hard because it's Butner's turn and he'll solve all the problems.
Oh, good.
I've
Butner, take it away.
As my first real game of this, I think I've got the answers.
Oh, I like it.
All right, it totally happened again.
Oh no!
Oh,
The
no.
mic because I moved the microphone into the
Shall I
computer.
move the
That's fine.
Other
The-
camera in there?
And the Stream Deck, I actually looked down. It rebooted. Okay, hang on. We're good. Well, I'll solve this. I'm going to solve it by trying a different USB port on the same hub as a test.
That's the solve.
It feels like the wrong solve to me.
Oh,
I just want to know if it's the whole hub
I
or
need to know.
what.
Why Brandon's content to let the
Deactivate,
naked last, then
Reactivate. Look at that.
Like
Oh wait.
Why
You're
does he
just-
revel
you're-
in murder and madness?
Butner is just frozen in an awkward smile, like literally he is freezing, so that I to fuck with me when I'm trying to fix the camera.
That's amazing.
Totally introvert.
You
Okay.
dick.
So the first
so
thing I
funny.
do,
I'm obsessed.
I'm gonna prep a crystal into my open breach.
Oh.
That's not how that works.
Okay. We'll put it in. We'll put Immolate in there.
Oh, immolate. Now
I like
we
that.
should choose you to take future damage.
Mm.
And now the next
But you
thing
won't
I
heal
will
him.
do
No.
with my 4 crystals
Mm-hmm.
is Blaze something I should be looking into?
So you can blaze, but I would suggest you blaze to me.
Blaze says on it
I
that
don't know what it is.
you can buy it for other players. Like it goes to their discard pile, and it does exponential damage depending on how many blazes you have prepped. So we
Oh.
may want to work together to give them all to Kyle, who is going to be the one with the most breaches, most likely.
So do you have any blazes?
I currently have a
thus
blaze.
He's blazed once.
Far? Okay, but
I
let me
blazed.
blaze again, my friend. Blaze again.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Blaze on. All right, and then I draw 5 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
There we go. Okay. We're back.
Great. Okay, what's the next turn?
I'll let you know. It is me.
Okay.
The best guy goes next. I will prep the spark. And then I have a total of 5 ether from an amber and 3 crystals to buy something.
Like.
More blaze.
All right.
Blazing extra. Because they're right next to each other feels like the right play.
Actually, can't disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and then someone else can go.
Okay, so Butner's the one who hasn't taken a wild yet. That doesn't mean we have to have it be him. But no one is like set up to kill a minion, so I don't have a strong preference.
I can do
want-
2 damage on my turn with this spell. I don't know if that's going to move the needle. And I've got 6 to spend. Also don't
We
know
know
if
this
it's
is a
going to-
nemesis.
I think so.
Okay, so then I don't want to go because I have a court shard in my hand.
Oh. Yeah.
We'll only get 1 ether and will not be able to affect the deck much.
Yeah, either of us could do the 2... I don't know. Go ahead.
All right, I will do.
And here's now, I'm thinking my vote would be target the Banesire, only because I also have 2 damage in play, so that when my turn comes up, I can finish it off. If you target the Provoker, that's not the case. Like, we won't be able
Got
to
it.
kill something if my
Got it.
turn comes next.
All right, so I'll do 2 damage,
Done.
and then I will spend my 6 points. I would like to buy a combustion.
Lovely.
You may.
Combustion would be great right now with these multiple minions.
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is the nemesis turn.
Great.
So, Banesire will unleash, and then Provoker will provoke Gravehold for 3 damage, which
Ow.
is the most it can.
No, it can do 4.
Oh, I guess, yeah, if it has the token.
Or more
before.
than 4 if something
True,
unleashes twice. Yeah.
Alright, that's a little scary.
Yep.
And then, we're not done yet.
Hell no, we're
We
not.
have, oh good, a Cleave, which is Rageborn just strikes. Just ignores everything.
Just draws the
Just
strike.
draws the strike.
Okay.
When Rageborn strikes, resolve the following in order. So I think he still loses the Fury tokens, it seems.
Oh, interesting.
Because it says, when Rageborn strikes, resolve the following in order. Draw a card from the strike deck, resolve it, shuffle that card back into the strike deck, and then remove three
Oh,
Fury
I guess
tokens.
he does.
He seizes this time. The players collectively discard the 2 most expensive prep spells, which could be basically ours. They're all 0 cost, but
Yeah.
I could take away 1. You could take away both.
Yeah, I wish there was a way that we could keep me with 2 damage just to finish off that Banesire, but that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just both discard a spark and call that fine, actually. And then
Yeah.
he loses 3 Fury tokens, which feels kind of great.
Yeah, I'm surprised that that's how that works.
Yeah, me too.
But I guess it is. I guess if he
I guess it's like
drew this card with only 1 token, then
He would
he
just
would get a
remove the
discounted
1,
strike,
yeah.
kind of. Yeah.
But yeah, 3 feels pretty good.
Yeah.
And also kind of demotes the Provoker a little bit.
Quite a bit. Now's a great time to kill the Banesire so that
Sure
the Provoker
is.
takes some turns while it's at 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see who goes next.
To that end, yeah.
We have a fresh deck coming our way. Cameras are still working. We're great. We're doing great.
It's professional streamers right here.
All right. Oh.
It is the Nemesis. Okay.
Oh, no.
So 1 damage to Gravehold with an Unleash, and then we draw Eye of Nothing, which is a new power, which has 2 timers to it. To discard, we have to spend 6 Ether, so we have to do that before it goes off. And when it goes off, if it goes off, it will unleash twice.
Woof.
Doesn't seem great.
No.
Wild. I'd love to go.
I'm fine with that.
Cool.
Are you going to clear that Eye of Nothing?
No. Definitely not. But I will play Quartz Shard, so I will look at the top card of the deck. It's Butner. I'm fine with that.
Up to you.
Yeah. I'd like to get us some turns and maybe thwart some of this bullshit.
Yeah, I won't be.
off.
All I have is crystals, so I won't be doing anything of impact.
Yeah. If you had one more crystal, that'd be great.
Ooh, and
I
you have
really wish I did.
You have a. I'm just realizing you have a +1 damage breach open, which is great with combustion because that will give +1 to each of its.
Yeah.
Oh, to each.
I believe so.
Yeah,
because it says deal 2 damage and then deal 2 damage to another target. I think that those both become 3.
Awesome.
Seems very strong.
I would agree. I'm also going to play Transmographer and banish that Spark
Bye, Spark.
and get this Unstable Prism instead. And then I'm going to prep a Blaze and a Spark.
Ooh.
Blazing and Sparking. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, next turn.
Next turn is Butner, as we've discussed.
All right, I've got 5 Spendy Roos.
Damn, 6 would clear that Eye of
Yeah,
Nothing.
I
You can't
know.
get to 6, huh?
It's
No,
okay.
I wish. Part of me wants to just open up a second breach, but another part of me wants another combustion. And I don't think I have enough spells to warrant the breach.
Yeah, that's
I would
fair.
agree. Yeah,
So I'll go for that second combustion.
I love it. Then,
It's you.
change the order of that discard pile, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Combustion should
The
be
cards
on
that
the
you
bottom.
cards that you buy go into this card pile first, and then the cards that you played this turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick. Thank you.
It's me. This is great. All right, I'm gonna cast my Blaze. Pow pow.
Pow, pow.
Kill this Banesire.
Nice.
Feels good. I will cast my Spark. Do 1 damage to the Provoker. Also feels pretty good.
Less good.
Well, you say that, but now Blaze Blaze.
Ooh.
Which feels really good. Blaze Blaze.
And so they will each do 3.
They will each
On
do
a future
3
turn?
on a future turn. Yep.
Love that.
Yep. I as well like it. Alright, so 4 spending power here can get me a Transmographer. Starting to feel that's not the best, but what else would I get? Blaze. That's an easy answer. Thanks for pointing that out. I will need to open some breaches soon.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the clog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do need to.
Thanks, Brandon.
All right, give me my turn.
No.
Damn it.
Sorry, you wanted it too much.
All right, the Provoker is going to do 1 damage to Gravehold because there's 1 token on Rageborn. Eye of Nothing loses a power from its timer. And
Sure does. And then we get another power, Woven Sky, which has 2 as well. And to discard 3 cards in hand. And this power 2 is Unleash. Any player suffers 4 damage. That's pretty bad.
Woof.
We're going to want to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Brandon, it's your turn.
It is. So I can get rid of either of those, but not both.
I feel like I have nothing.
Yeah, that's just Unleash twice. And the other one is Unleash any player suffers 4 damage. I mean, Woven Sky is worse, but we have more time to clear it.
Yeah.
So, alright.
I feel like most of us can discard 3 cards.
I totally can.
I probably can.
Okay, well, I will... Your Blazes do 3 on your turn?
Mm-hmm. I also can, so basically anyone goes next.
Okay, so I'll cast Buried Light to do 1 damage to the Provoker. That sets you up to kill it with 1 of those Blazes.
Beautiful.
And that generated an Ether, and then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to clear. I have nothing.
Beautiful.
And that leaves me with a crystal in hand, which I will just play and waste.
Okay. And then the next person to act is anyone.
Ooh.
Feels like maybe me. Again, I hate to do it.
I hate for you to do it too.
If you don't want to, I could go and get rid of that Woven Sky and prep a combustion against the minion and the whatever.
That's pretty good.
I'm fine with it.
That's all I would be doing.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, and I'm always in favor of spreading the
Yeah,
wild love.
I agree.
So you don't get one person who's just like, because in a deck building game, one
God.
person takes twice as many turns.
Yeah.
They just end up super powerful and no one else is very strong, which could be the optimal way to beat bosses. I actually don't know, but it's not the funnest
No,
way.
it's definitely the least fun.
So spells trigger first. Would you have to prep spells first in your turn, or do you prep them?
No, you can prep them. You can do. So first is a spell phase or the casting phase, and you must. That's the only opportunity to resolve spells. Other than that, everything else you can do in any order.
Got it.
Buying
Okay.
cards, prepping spells, opening breaches, all that stuff.
Okay, so I will discard 3. You said 3 gems, right? 3 cards, or just 3
3
cards?
cards,
Okay,
period.
so I will discard these 3 cards.
Love
Wow.
it. The
And
sky
then I will
is
prep
unwoven.
It's no longer woven.
combustion, and I will hold on to this card, and I will draw.
Ooh.
Interesting.
It's
Ominous.
immolate. I just feel like I should
Oh, yeah.
have the spell.
Oh,
so
you
when that
have
goes
no
off-
choice.
Well, yeah, there's nothing else you can do with it.
Right.
Okay.
So I take these. These flip down. 1,
Go again.
2. Oh, well, look at that. That paid off.
That actually, yeah, is pretty great.
Yeah.
Because now you can kill this guy.
So
Yeah.
now this goes off. I'll do 3 to him and 3 to the Rageborn.
I love it. No notes.
Uh,
A clear tableau. Right in time to probably go into tier 2 of the deck.
Yeah, feels right.
and I actually ended up drawing my other combustion, so I will prep that as well. And I've got 3 crystals to spend. I guess I'll take a Vrasswood's Amber and put it on top.
Sure.
I've heard it both ways, yeah.
And that'll go there. Still keep the immolate in hand, and then
Yeah, I guess that's still stuck there.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Then I go.
Are you going to blaze it?
Don't think I'm gonna blaze it.
Wow.
I could blaze once. But I won't. I'm just going to... Which one's closer? I'm going to play a gem from hand twice and destroy it. That's crystal. So that generates 2. Generate 2 more for a total of 4. I will focus my 4 and prep the spark.
Oh, that's not a blaze.
No. So that's fine.
Weak.
He doesn't like that.
Jeez.
No.
Well, sorry.
Not a fan.
Disapprove.
Alright, and then next is you, Brandon.
Oh no, is that 2 nemesis?
That's 2 nemesis
turns
in a row.
At the end of the deck? Oh
Yep.
boy.
That is
All
what's
right.
happening.
Well, I've got a pretty straightforward turn. I will prep a combustion, prep a spark, and I have 4. It is tempting to just buy Kyle the last blaze here.
I approve this message.
Yeah.
Especially because if it goes on top of my deck right now, I could cast Blaze in my next turn and have 3 stacked right on top of each other. It feels pretty good.
Seems pretty good. All right, let's do it. Blaze it.
Yay. Blazing.
Guys, blazing.
Blazes are sold out. And that's my turn.
Well done. Nemesis. Plays Awaken. Unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 3 damage.
Ow.
Or,
Oh.
hold on. Place the most recently discarded minion card into the Nemesis discard pile back into play.
Oh, yeah.
That feels like the right move.
Yeah.
I've got a combustion about to go off.
Yeah,
We
we are
are
stacked on damage.
Like the one downside is Nemesis is getting at least 1 more turn right now.
Yeah, but it's going to do 1 damage.
Yeah,
You
which
know,
is better than the 3.
Better than 3,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
prepping the token. So
Okay.
yeah, can you give me the 5 hit points?
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes again, as discussed.
All right,
And-
so the Provoker does 1 to Gravehold.
Sure does. So tick that Gravehold down.
23.
Nice. We found a new minion. It is Needlemaw with 11 hit points. Persistent Gravehold suffers 2 damage.
Okay.
So we have a big boy.
We've got a bit
We
of
are
a minion situation.
Well,
We are
bad
in
news
the
for
second
them.
second tier.
Yep.
They are in the art of combustion that is about to hit them.
They are.
I love that.
Wow. Then what's it called? Needlemaw. Needlemaw is in the combustion art.
That's pretty great.
It's good. Well spotted.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. As a veteran of this game, I picked up on that over
Yeah.
repeated plays.
Yeah. That pattern recognition, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Every time.
Okay.
It is a wild turn.
Hmm.
I'm fine with anyone going.
Well, Kyle, you're the one who can actually like kill at least one minion here.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah.
I say at least as if you're anywhere near killing 2 minions. You are not, but you can kill one.
I actually like me going because I also have Quartz Shard in hand, so if we want
Okay.
to discard someone to the bottom, we can.
Sounds good.
Alright, I shall cast a Spark because I have no option but to do so. I will deal 1 damage to Needlemaw. And then I'll cast both these Blazes in the general direction of the Provoker, doing 6 damage, overkilled by 1, but he dead.
Wow, so inefficient.
Goodbye.
And I think I like that order. I think I will do it in the other order. That makes more sense.
Put those blazes together.
Those Blazes with the other Blazes.
You gotta get your breaches open though.
Sure do. And do I have a way to do it?
What-
Not really.
What this market that you set up lacks entirely is focusing breaches.
You're not wrong.
Like getting to focus your breaches or help other people focus their breaches is a very common effect on these cards.
Oh.
We have none of them.
Go figure.
Yeah.
What I will do, which will help future me,
Mm-hmm.
is I'll Blaze,
Okay.
which feels good. I will play this Transmographer
By Spark.
by Spark, and Riskwood Amber go to the top, which will help focus
Nice.
stuff next turn.
Yeah.
And then I'll Quartz Shard, which will be probably just a charge, or... Yeah, it is a charge. I could
That's
go
you.
again. Do we like that?
And you do how much damage? 6 damage again to the minion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. Neither of us then can kill it annoyingly.
Yeah.
That doesn't set us up to finish the job. Butner and I both can do 3, and that's 9 out of the 10.
But if I don't... But if I don't go until the end, then this guy's definitely going to live past 2 Nemesis turns. But if I go next, he might die after 1.
That's true.
Potentially.
True. If basically Butner and I both
If
If we go back to back.
Yeah.
So basically, if we have... But then we have the Nemesis,
Nemesis
going. and
ends.
I feel like I go at the bottom.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Alright, but I did just generate 2, so I will buy a charge, please. Time to start charging me up, daddy.
Charging.
Charging me up, dad. Yeah. Alright, I'm good with that. I'm gonna have the Quartz Shard.
Okay.
Quartz Shard.
Whose turn is next?
Next turn is the Nemesis.
Needlemaw hits Gravehold for 2.
Sure does.
21.
And then we have Invoke Carnage. Seems good.
Yeah.
Power to discard, spend 7 ether. Power 2, unleash. Any player suffers 1 damage, then that player suffers 1 additional damage for each Fury token Rageborn has. That's pretty rough.
Wait, it's any player suffers 1 damage plus 1 for each. Okay, so it's anywhere from like 1 to 5-ish, worst case scenario.
Well, as we said, it can have more than just 4.
Yeah, but like it's not
Unlikely.
gonna. Is it gonna get there in 2 turns?
No.
It's currently at 1.
Probably not.
Unlikely.
And that's it. You did the 2 damage, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Butner,
Yellow.
Save us.
say us,
Alright.
please.
Done. I will combust the minion for 3 and the Rageborn for 3.
You bust,
Okay.
and you do it.
Boom.
2, please.
Sadly, I only have 5 gem points, so can't do the Carnage discarding.
You could bust some more.
I will immolate. I will prep immolate. And
Guess you
then I will buy. Could I
How much do you have?
want to start getting rid of some of my cards because I
Yeah.
haven't been doing that. So I think I want to do the Unstable Prism. for
Unstable
3.
Prism, Spectral Echo are your options for destroying cards. Or technically the Transmogrifier. It replaces the cards with a higher level card.
Okay, let's do that. Or I could do Unstable Prism and charge.
Actually, I like that.
Yeah.
More efficient.
I think it's starting to get a little... Like, not that we're in the late game, but it's getting a little late in the game to buy Transmogrifier, because it doesn't immediately do anything, right? It gains a card and it goes to your discard pile, like any other card, unless you take the Amber. But we're almost out of Amber.
Amber's good.
Amber is the color of your energy.
My energy?
That's what I've heard.
Really?
Huh. I've heard it both ways.
That's good, my line. Nemesis Axe again. 2 more damage to Gravehold. Brings us down to 19. We tick down 1 timer. We have 1 left.
Can you heal Gravehold?
We can't. There is a thing that can do that.
It can be done, unless we didn't really talk about what our charge up abilities are. Unless either of you heal Gravehold with those, I don't think we have any way in this game to do it. Which means we need to be very cautious with Gravehold taking damage.
And finally, Blood Cry. Oh. To discard, lose 4 charges. That's going to be pretty challenging for us.
Ouch.
And it's 2 tickers for this guy.
Okay.
And unleash 4 times.
Unleash 4 times, which will almost definitely get them to strike at least once.
Yep. Okay.
Maybe just once, actually.
And
Great.
Then
and then
I think I'm next.
You?
Yeah.
And then me?
Well, I will spark and combust Needle Maw. So that's 3 damage to Needle Maw.
2, please.
And then that combustion also hits Rageborn for 2. So it's down to 61.
Almost there.
Almost there.
We've almost done 10 damage.
I'll prep my Buried Light and a Spark. And I've got
Hand of cards.
Unstable Prism. Then I
You could spend...
I could spend 5. I kind of think I'm going to buy some charges and try to work towards clearing the Blood Cry. I think, unless anything goes terribly wrong, there should not be any more than the 1 Fury token on Rageborn, which means Invoke Carnage is only going to hit someone for 2. That sounds fine. We can send it to Butner. He's got Immolate. He gets a charge. Like, that sounds amazing, actually. So I'm going to focus on trying to clear that Blood Cry before it goes off. So I'll buy... Okay. So... Hold on. That was
a lot.
It was a lot.
Walk us through this.
It's not that complicated,
going on?
ultimately. I'll use Unstable Prism to double play this crystal. That lands me at exactly 4 ether to buy 2 charges.
That's 2 charges.
I know. Big turn.
Big brain. All right, I go. I'm at that annoying point of blazing where I can cast 1 blaze to leave him with 1 hit point, or just cast them both and kill him.
I think we need to protect Gravehold that it's worth the overkill,
Yeah,
but it's annoying.
Really hurts to do 2 extra damage.
Awkward math.
Yep.
But the good news is the blaze shall come again.
So he dies?
But not right now. He does die. Alright, playing, I'm going to Unstable Prisms. Burn that crystal to give me 2. And then I'm going to have 6, 7. I could get rid of the Invoke, but I think you're right about the 2 damage being fine and charge up Daddy.
I think you have better things to do with 7 than prevent 2 damage to a
agree.
player right now when we're
agree.
all so healthy.
So what I will do instead is open this 4 breach.
Nice.
For 4. Honestly, I just don't want to clog my deck more. I'm just going to get a charge.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big charge. Alright,
That's what
sadly...
she said?
Shit, I didn't shovel this deck. It's the only problem with me going last is that, like, usually I'm
Who shuffles the deck?
preemptively shuffling the deck when you guys are taking the last turn. Alright, what do we want to happen here? Maybe the Nemesis go?
Yeah, I welcome the Nemesis going.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to will it to the top then.
Thank you.
I failed.
It's Butner. Damn it.
I'll go.
Oh, that's like the worst of all options.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Because now you probably should cast that Immolate, but it would be nice if it was in play for you to take a couple damage on the next Nemesis turn.
True.
True.
You can leave it prepped.
Wow,
Wow, my next turn is going to be crazy.
Oh, should I leave it
Boring.
prepped? Is that a thing? Oh, you know what? Well, actually...
Now's a fine time to leave it prepped because it would get you a free charge and it would
Be ready to kill minions?
yeah, be ready if minions come out. Except then if you have spells in your hand, then you're
Do
not
we
prepping
want to do
those.
this thing? Oh, does it have to come from one person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so if I get another turn, I can buy 2 more charges and do it.
Got it.
Otherwise,
SOL.
yeah.
Got it. Okay, so what I could do, and this is just the biggest of brain moves. I could get 7 gems and buy a consuming void. I've got
Pretty large brain.
I've got
Yeah.
I haven't discarded any gems yet, and I could hope to get a turn where I just discard a whole bunch of stuff from my hand and do one big damage. But I don't know if that's like a do it at the end of the game or if we're in the sweet spot for that or what.
I'm not opposed. Now's a pretty good time, especially because you need to be destroying stuff.
Yeah. That does destroy cards.
The only issue is that you only have the 1 breach open. You should probably consider getting a second one open.
Right, the other breaches.
There are definitely plenty of times when, I would say that there are plenty of games where 2 is all you ever need, especially if at least one of them was a higher end one with the +1 damage, but it's pretty rare that 1 is enough.
Agreed.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I am going to end up casting this spell, and I will do 2 damage to Ol Rageborn.
Okay.
Oh, rage.
I will prep this spell, Combustion, and then I will spend 5 to open up this breach permanently.
Oh, okay.
How does that sound?
Sounds excellent.
Sounds like a thing.
Yeah.
Let's see who goes next. The Nemesis.
Okay.
So,
Invoke Carnage.
Invoking
triggers.
Carnage, Unleash. Any player suffers 1 damage, and then that player suffers an additional. So it's going to be 3 damage.
Oh, so it's 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can take it.
Feels like it should go to you, Kyle.
I take it. Have my life, Rageborn. And then Blood Cry ticks down for 1, but does not go off yet.
So hopefully I get another turn and then I'll clear that.
I agree.
Oh wait, why did I take that card? They go over.
I don't know. But let's see what he plays next. It's, oh god, a new minion, Scorn, Persistent. Gravehold suffers 3 damage or Unleash twice.
Eek.
Both options do not prefer.
Not great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. That is definitely a thing.
Okay. What's the next thing?
Me! Oh, that's a great thing, because... Blaze, blaze, blaze!
Wow. Do you also have 4 ether in hand so that you can buy 2 more charges and clear that?
Sure don't.
Damn.
But I'm gonna buy a charge.
Okay.
Thank you. And that's
What did you say you can do to make your spells go off immediately?
nothing.
Nothing.
Well, there are things.
There are effects in the game that do that, but there's no
Okay.
None here.
inherent thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you go.
Great.
Here it goes.
Okay. And what happens if that does go off? Unleash 4
4
times.
times.
Probably worth preventing.
Yeah. Feels right.
Let's see. Scorn has 9. Your blazes, you've got 9 if you fire off 2 of those blazes, so you're
Yeah.
good to kill it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think I'm going to leave these just to the end of not clogging my deck with them. And then I have 6 ether, so I'll just go ahead and buy 3 charges. But one of them is sticking around, and the other 4 are spent to eliminate the Blood Cry.
Well done.
Very well done.
Thank you. I thought so too.
Good.
Yep.
I was like, if I can get a wild in right now, I could kill this thing before it acts. So, how do we feel about Gravehold suffering 3 damage?
Bad.
Really?
But the other is unleashed twice,
which would make him
can
strike.
Yeah.
It's also bad.
Yep. I feel like Gravehold.
I see Gravehold's health as a currency, and we should spend it.
I think
he's right.
I think Unleash Twice is essentially half a strike, or it's like 2/3 of a strike.
But it is a strike right now.
Well, at the end of this turn, but
which is going to be very soon.
Momentarily.
I vote Unleash Twice.
Really?
This is the nice thing about 3 players. We don't have tie votes.
No.
So if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted.
That's true.
I think it's Gravehold.
I think it's Gravehold too.
Wow.
There you have it, folks.
All right. Well, when Gravehold collapses, I'm gonna
Oh my
remember this
God.
moment.
Gravehold suffers 16 damage.
No! We should have listened to Brandon!
Dispel, attack, unleash twice. So, this is happening regardless. The player with the most prep spells discards their most expensive prep spell.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, so I lose 1, which is fine. I still have enough to kill Scorn if I go.
Do you?
No.
No, because now
Because
I
this
don't...
was buffing the others.
Damn.
That's pretty brutal.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
F you, Nemesis.
You would have had enough to kill it had I dealt the 2 damage that I could have dealt and,
Yep.
and opted not to. So that's fun.
All right, and then at the end of the turn, we strike, so we're gonna lose 3 of these. But technically, there's 4 when this is resolving. The player with the most open breaches, that's me, suffers 3 damage.
Frenzy.
I have an open reach. Oh, like
Most.
total, I see. Without
Can I get
press
2? I am down to 4 health pretty quickly there.
Most open breaches, so that is going to keep hitting you
Yep.
if we draw the Frenzy card again.
Which is possible because there's only...
Yeah, and it shuffles right
6.
shuffles right back in. Yeah.
Oh, sure do.
Okay. Well, I'll consider healing you.
Well, I'm sure you won't, but thanks. Thanks for giving me
Is
some...
healing your charge ability?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my charge ability is just any player gains 4 life.
Got it. That's pretty tough to get on.
Alright. Wild, I have no interest in necessarily being the one to act, but I'm happy to.
I'll go. I haven't taken a wild in a while. So I'll cast
in a while.
I'll cast my spells here. So 2 damage to Scorn. That does put it back where when you do go,
I can kill it.
you can kill it.
Yeah.
And then I'll prep a spark. Okay, I'm figuring out what I'm doing here. Like, I guess I'm not opening a +1 damage breach here. So I'll go ahead and prep combustion into my breach 2. And then I have 1 ether already from buried lights. I guess I'll just keep destroying crystals with my unstable prism. And play this crystal twice.
Nice.
So I'm at 3. Bristwood Amber is 4, 5. That's an annoying number.
Sure is.
Because I think I want to just buy charges.
Okay.
Work towards healing. So,
Feels like that's a good strategy.
okay.
I should have been shuffling this deck the whole time.
Yeah, you just said you
I
usually...
usually do. But I had to finish my coffee and then set the mug over there, so...
You're right. Yeah, you had a
High priority.
a lot of items on your to-do list.
Yeah,
here.
you know. Stop being so fast at taking your turn. So efficient, Brandon. I get to go! That's pretty exciting, actually.
Yeah.
I blaze, which means he dies.
Scorn's
a
boner.
Blaze. 7 damage. Ooh, that's actually a great turn or timing for me to go.
Yeah.
Because I Court Shard, so I can see what's next. It's the Nemesis. I could bury it, but it feels like it's fine if it goes next.
Yeah, it's got no cards in play. Sure.
Yep. So it only gives me 1 ether, sadly.
And especially, we want to draw another minion for our combustions to be efficient.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm gonna play Transmographer. I'm gonna transmogrify this spark into a Spectral Echo. Feels like I just need spells at this point.
Sure.
Spectreco and 2 blazes go in Muckastin breaches, as they're called.
I've been keeping track. It has been 7 minutes since he has said anything normally.
This guy's a wild card.
Hey! Alright, so Nemesis is going. It just plays a card. It is a Cauterizer.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So the Cauterizer has a special ability, which is when damage is dealt to it, reduce the damage to 1. It has 3 hit points. And the persistent effect is any player suffers damage equal to the minion's current life. So it's a great time to have us going, hopefully, next.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Wild. So that should probably not be you. 'Cause
No,
you don't want to waste
definitely not
blazes
me.
on this.
No.
I could go again and hit it twice with
I
the
love
spark and
that,
combustion.
honestly.
Yep,
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. I will do that thing I said. So a spark and a combustion will take 2 off the cauterizer, and that combustion will also hit Rageborn for 2.
Oh, nice.
Then I just have a straightforward 6 to spend. I would really like to get a +1 damage breach going, but also healing is good.
High priority. Yeah.
It's a medium priority. No one's below 4.
No, one person's at 4 though.
Yeah, but how often does someone take 4 damage?
Can't
Yeah,
argue with that.
Let's tempt that fate.
That's good. I mean, it happened the first turn of the game, but you know, whatever.
Fine. And then I've destroyed all my crystals. I have, well, there's these crystals clearly, but I need more money in my deck, so I'll buy 2 charges. I'll heal you,
Aw,
so you'll shut up about it for a while.
doubtful. Just a little.
And then I'll buy a jade.
Gross.
That's the first jade of the game, I think. Jade's
I think
a fine card.
It is a fine, like it was
It's a solid
most,
card.
It was the most boring enemy, so I figured the most boring crystal should go with it.
It's a fine.
Gem.
Yeah, the crystals are the most boring crystals.
They are definitely the most boring crystals. Who goes
All right, whose
next?
turns up?
Butner.
Hey. Well, I'll finish off the Smoky Bandit boy.
Didn't realize how close this was to being out of frame until I just looked.
Very close.
I'll combust him to kill him, and then 2 damage to the Rageborn.
Nice. Or was that wasn't in your +1 damage breach?
It was.
Oh,
so
3
3
damage.
damage. Sorry.
Sweet.
We have 8 viewers right now.
Cauterize
Hi,
is
viewers.
dead. Hi, viewers. I should say, since there's so many of you here, record for our YouTube streaming.
Yes.
True. Maybe, I don't know.
I'd love it if you'd hit the like button down there.
Oh yeah, there's a like button below me.
Yeah, I'm still just learning about streaming to YouTube as opposed to Twitch, but one of the things about it is that streams have a like button, and that helps tell YouTube to show the stream to more people. So if you click it, that'd be great. Have you clicked it?
Wait,
Have you?
no.
You're literally watching it on your phone. Wow. Betrayal.
Oh, we just lost 3 viewers.
Look what you've done!
They did not like to be confronted. Like, oh.
You want me to do what? Never mind.
All right,
This is
I'm going
awful.
to prep combustion,
I've liked it.
Thank you.
and then I'm going to.
Oh no. Link's at the vet getting dental work done. They're going to pull a tooth.
Baby,
Poor
no.
guy.
I am caffeinated right now. Just
Oh.
shot to my head.
Oh boy, get ready.
You're going
Hello,
to
my
start
baby.
to see
Hello, my
Crazy
darling.
Kyle.
Hello,
Thank you,
my
Daxor.
ragtime
Daxor clicked
doll.
it twice,
Ah,
just
wait.
for you.
You can do that?
Does the second click unlike?
Oh, Daxor, no, no. Daxor, you did good, then you did bad.
You try to do good. and
Click
you
it a third time.
Yeah, odd numbers only at the stream.
All right, I'm gonna do Unstable Prism. I'm gonna blow up a crystal, so
Love
I'll
it.
have 4 to spend.
Make sure that doesn't go to your discard pile yet, by the way.
I'm going to. Oh, right. Sorry. I guess actually I will focus this breach
Okay.
so I get a little closer
Yeah.
Right.
to my big boy.
3 breach baby.
And then right now you can put a spell in it if you so desire.
Actually, if I had waited, so I did this turn, could I put on in here, and then next turn if I get one, I put it in there?
The flaw with that plan is that if it's in a closed breach, because you prepped it there via a focus, then on your next turn you must cast it. So
And
then it
it's
might
also-
as well have been here and
Yeah.
been in the +1 damage.
Got it.
Agreed.
You may only choose not to cast your spells if they're in a
Breach.
fully open breach.
I feel like I'll likely cast it anyway, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's +1 where it's sitting now compared to where it would be
Oh,
sitting.
right. There we go. All right, so, and then that will be it.
Okay.
Big brain moves. Nemesis goes. That's fine.
Speaking of big, I don't know. Do you think that Nemesis has a big brain?
Nah, he dumb.
How big is it? That art is has no perspective. I like to think he's 3 inches tall.
He looks scary. He's only about that big.
Yeah, he's like you punt him across the
That's
battlefield.
why he's so angry. He's got little man.
that art is
Napoleon.
Yeah, it's got, exactly.
that art is to scale.
Yeah, to scale.
Full size art.
Love that. All right, so he's now laying waste after we talk so much smack. He's unleashing twice, which gives him up to
Oh boy.
3 fury tokens. And then any player can suffer 2.
I think it's my turn to
Probably.
take damage.
Yeah,
And I get a charge for doing it.
I agree.
Do you?
No, you don't have immolation out.
What?
Immolation is the card that does that.
Oh, I just thought it was any spell for some reason.
Nope. It's
But that's 'cause
like your character's.
When I
spell.
play this game as much as I have, I get the
Yeah.
words confused.
Yeah,
Right.
of course. Yeah.
Yep.
Veteran over here.
You all understand.
Yeah, totally. And then it's Brandon.
Oh, I haven't gone yet this cycle.
I think you went on a wild, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe I did. Okay. Boy, I need to get this unstable prism close to my crystals and keep destroying them. But for now, I will use it to play this amber twice and destroy it. No, that's crazy. I'll just use it to gain 2 ether. Either way, I end up with 4, and I'm not quite ready to destroy my better gems. So I have 4, and I have 3 spells in hand, so I'm going to focus my Breach 4 with my ether. And then prep spells in all of them.
Ooh.
That's my turn.
Incredible. I'll tell
Thank
you
you.
whose turn is next. It is your turn again.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I will cast
Spark, for sure.
Spark for sure. And Buried Light, so I'll do 2 damage to Rageborn. And Burning Light generated 1 ether. And then I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a spark that I'll prep. 7, huh?
You know what you could do with 4 of that.
I could open the breach and put the spark there, but I could also buy a Consuming Void, which is cool, because I love to end Aeon's End with 1 card in my deck. And that being Consuming Void.
That seems like a bad thing.
I love it.
Alright, fine. I will open this breach, put Spark in it, slightly retconning that, and then I have 3 left, and I'll buy a Spectral Echo. Up my spell density a little bit now that I have so many breaches.
So many.
And then... I'm trying to decide how to get these crystals close to my Unstable Prism in
You
my
can't.
discard pile. I guess I discard one of them first.
Okay.
So that it's close-ish.
Ish. Then, I go. I feel like the Nemesis needs to go.
It has been a while.
Get nervous.
I'm going to destroy this crystal with Unstable Prism.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me 2. That gives me 6. This gives me 7. Should I start combusting?
And I started busting.
Then I started busting. Yeah. I started busting, and I get another charge. 1 away.
What does your ability even do again?
I can force someone to suffer 1 damage and shuffle their card back into the turn order deck.
Ooh.
Which is quite good.
Oh, and that, if you can do that to Butner while he has Immolate in play, he also gets a
Gets
charge.
charge.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I agree. But that is my turn.
Okay.
And I'm sticking to it. I'm going to put the Unstable Prism right next to that crystal. Oh, look at that.
Hey, my plan worked. I have Unstable Prism and Crystal in my hand.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So proud that it's the Nemesis turn.
I don't see how those are correlated.
They are. We have a Pulverizing Ray, which is one of my favorite cards. It's a stage 2 card. It is power 1, and Gravehold suffers 18 damage.
Wow, if we had listened to me earlier, we'd be at 19 right now.
We'd have 1 left.
However, there's a caveat though.
Okay, shoot.
I've been burying the lead here. The players may collectively discard up to 6 gems. For each gem discarded this way, prevent 3 damage. So we can prevent all 18 damage.
Oh,
by
you weren't
discarding.
kidding about the 18. I was like,
No.
I was not kidding.
Hilarious, Kyle.
No, it is legitimately 8. If we had no gems in hand, it would just 18 damage straight to Gravehold. We lose.
Okay, well, I can.
I have a gem. I have at least 1 gem.
Well,
We're
we
not
don't
gonna lose.
have to do this until the next Nemesis turn when that power 1
Which is
down.
not now.
Not now.
Got it. Okay.
But whoever's taking this wild, make sure to... Like, this wild should maybe go to someone who doesn't currently have very many gems in their hand, so that
I
maybe
currently have 1 gem in hand.
Maybe you should go.
You should take it.
All right. I guess we're doing
You're blazing?
Blaze.
That's how much damage?
That is a total of 7 damage to the big bad. Then I'm going to blaze, blaze, and blaze some more.
Wow.
And I'm going to hold this 1 gem and the Spectral Echo into my hand.
Alright.
Alright. And
Next
then
turn.
I redraw. Hey, there's a gem. Hey, there's not a gem. Okay, I have 2 gems now. So much better. It is your turn. Whether you like it or not.
So
he's going to act next. So end with gems in hand if you can.
I can. I have 4 gems in hand right now. Which seems like I should just hold on to those. Well, okay, so...
I mean, you will draw more cards to replace any you play. But... This is where I was saying off camera, because our decks are not random, I don't mind if you wanted to peek at them and see what you would draw if you play cards. Kyle thinks that
I think that is awful.
Yeah, so...
I think that takes all the fun and mystery out of the play you're going to make right now.
So are you willing to become awful in Kyle's eyes
feel like
to become a hero in my eyes?
I feel like the spirit of the game, I should not look at it because I would then have too much control over
how you play this turn.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So I will,
you're
refrain.
You're going to weaken this turn to make sure that you can handle this well. But if you already knew,
But the only reason you don't know is because you didn't.
You don't have an eidetic memory. Yeah, you're right. It's the only reason you don't know.
The photographic memory is be so easy. I'm gonna use combustion. I'll do 3 damage to.
Tell us in the chat if you agree with Brandon or me whether you should be able to look at your draw pile at any time because it's not random.
Why the air quotes? It's not random.
Yeah, you're right. It's not random. However, you have been constantly adding and changing the order of the deck throughout the game.
I'm going to sit on the gems.
Yes, very skillfully.
Oh, look at that. I drew another gem. So I have 5 gems in hand.
Okay. I think Grave Gold will survive the Bold Rising Ray.
I would agree.
And I think it happens now.
Right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm happy to discard a crystal. And that's all I'm willing to discard, in fact.
Wow.
To be fair, it's the only thing I definitely can. Or, sorry, one of 2 things I can, and the other one is a quartz shard.
Yeah,
be able to manipulate.
I'll discard a crystal also, then can you discard 4 gems?
I can.
It seems good.
All right. We prevent all the damage to Grey Pole.
Great.
We did it!
We did not use that resource well.
But we do draw another Nemesis card.
We sure do, and it is Obliterate. Seems good.
Yeah.
Unleash twice. The player with the most open breaches destroys 4 cards in hand or suffers 4 damage.
Destroys 4 cards in hand. Okay.
Well, if you have like bad cards in hand, now's the time.
You and I both have 3 breaches open now. Okay.
Sure do. I have pretty good cards in hand right now. I could take the 4 damage, however.
I wouldn't terribly miss this hand if I just destroyed it. It's not like it's all crystals, but it's not. It's
Sounds
not
like
spells
you're taking
either.
it. I only have good upgraded
All
cards.
right, we'll make me have. Yeah, we'll make me have the most breaches, or like win the tie for most breaches, and then I will destroy this crystal, my signature buried light, my unstable prism, and Vrisswood Amber. Goodbye.
Blaze is one hell of a card.
Yeah. Are you?
Oh wow, that was not a lot of delay there. No, you just said those words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello!
Well, it varies by, like, he's on a bad phone, so maybe they have less lag.
Like he's a bad phone.
There we go.
All right, like 15 seconds,
Yeah.
12 seconds. Maybe?
Yeah, probably less.
Hello everyone, in almost real time.
Well, stop lagging. Shuffle the turn order deck.
Oh damn, I was trying to get the stream back.
We got 6 thumbs up.
Wow.
One's from me, one's from Kyle.
That means, but there was only 1 when we first plugged that, so.
Appreciate everyone adhering.
Yeah. And we know 3 was from.
That's true. Daxora.
That's all of them.
Daxora just kept clicking.
It's like, yeah.
Hey, you just assumed I did one? I haven't liked it.
No.
I don't wonder. So,
yes, Blaze is one hell of a card.
Agreed.
On YouTube, you can't, like, I do generally like my own videos. Like, I like Optimal Plays videos from the Optimal Play account. I don't know if it does anything. I would assume that it just is ignored.
It's like you like your own Facebook post.
Oh, yeah, I always did that, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Classic Brandon.
Great post if I do say so myself.
Okay, the Nemesis goes again.
Wait,
actually,
forgot from his
before,
previous turn, it should have struck.
we sure did.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's happening right now.
Yep.
Oh.
So it eviscerates, which is the player with the lowest life suffers 2 damage. I'm
Ooh,
at 8.
I'm at 6, so
It's
that's
you.
That's me.
Oh, that puts you at striking distance here. And it loses 3 of these tokens, and that gets shuffled back in. And then it goes.
I also have no hand.
Yeah, I have 1 card.
Sunder. Gravehold suffers 4 damage, and the player with the lowest life suffers 4 damage. Or...
I was about to say. Uh-oh.
Shuffle all the Nemesis turn order cards into the turn order deck. This is a no-brainer, that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Versus Brandon dying. I guess we could do it.
I mean, the bad thing about that is the Nemesis now, like, just
Well-
loses 1 card from the deck and is closer to the tier 3 cards.
Well, and we didn't touch on what happens when and if players start to die.
Yeah.
There's no player elimination in this game.
Oh.
A series of things happen when someone hits 0 life. The Nemesis unleashes twice immediately. That's their little bounty for defeating you. The player who was defeated has to destroy one of their own breaches, like literally remove a breach from their row of breaches, and then they lose any charges that they have. I think do they discard their hand? I would have to check. But
I don't believe so.
and then they sit there at 0 life. They can no longer be healed, so they can't come back up to any number other than 0 life. And any future time that they would take damage, that damage is doubled and dealt to Gravehold.
Oh, wow.
So, like, 2 damage to me after I was at 0 would become 4 to Gravehold. So,
Damn.
yeah. You don't want to be exhausted. That's the term for it.
Wow.
Anyway, who's up?
Anyone. Except the Nemesis. We can't opt for that.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Let's give me my pick.
Because we do also win, actually. And we have won this way. You win if the Nemesis runs out of cards in their deck.
Oh.
If you just endure the whole deck.
You can just last.
But the deck gets it was built in 3 tiers where the strongest
So
cards are
it's
at the bottom.
stronger.
So, like, yeah, it looks like there's only like 6 or 7 cards left, but they're going to be doozies.
We are in tier 3 right now.
So we still probably want to go for the hit point kill.
So
okay.
me
42 to
going
go.
me going doesn't do really much of anything.
Yeah, if I
like
took
Brandon-
if I took this wild, I would be passing my entire turn and drawing a hand.
I feel like that's probably the right
Which
play.
maybe so.
With the Nemesis. Like,
and then we're back to having cards in hand if more Nemesis cards like need us to have them.
Exactly.
All right, I'll take the wild and go straight to my end phase because I don't have any reason to cast these spells either. Okay,
All right.
done.
Nemesis.
All right.
Topple. Unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 4 damage.
Ow.
All of those things are just happening.
Yep. And now,
And then when he
now
strikes.
he strikes.
Just gonna at the end remove these 3.
Yeah, I remember this game being just brutally hard.
It is.
It's tough.
It's part of why I like it.
Yeah, me too. I like co-op games to be hard.
I like a co-op game where you like win on your 3rd or 4th try.
Oh, okay.
Something.
But we convoke. Any player suffers 4 damage.
Butner's got
Butner's
Emily
got
on.
Emily, so I
You'd get
feel
a
like
charge if you
it's
did
time.
that. Have we covered what your charge ability even does?
It doesn't do much. I gain a spell from the supply pile, and I can prep that spell to anyone's open breach.
I wouldn't say that's nothing.
It's not nothing. But you're right. It's maybe not something that is a focus
High priority.
Doesn't excite me.
for us right now. Yeah.
Okay, so what am I doing? Taking 4 damage?
Yeah.
Sure are.
And you do gain a charge.
Yep, because of Emily. But that was it. That was easy.
Yeah.
That's fine. Butner, you get to go now after getting punched in the face.
Well, you do that. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Be right back.
I've got 2 to spend, so I will buy a jade. That's all I can buy.
Not just a charge.
And oh right, I guess I could buy a charge.
It's up to you.
I'll keep the gem.
Okay.
And then I will do 2 damage.
You have to do that first.
Oh,
in your
right.
casting phase, which you're more than welcome to do.
All right,
Just you have
retcon.
to put
Do it.
that
I'm gonna do this
below
first.
all the other cards you just gained and played.
Got it.
All right.
And now he goes down to 40. So we've done 30 damage to him.
Well, the worst has happened, Butner.
What?
Brandon's going.
No.
Yeah. Time to fill some air.
I was hoping anything but that would happen.
Usually that's the worst option of the game, but it's in particular right now. It's pretty
This
bad.
is brutal.
Pretty bad, especially with 7 chatters in the chat.
I guess we could project what we think he'll do on his turn.
Well, without knowing his hand, which we don't and can't look at,
Yeah.
why don't you click the button that is us talking?
Which is what? This one? Zoom in?
Nope.
I can't read upside down.
Well, why are all the cards upside down to you? It's
What?
okay, he's back.
What
You
card?
would think, but I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay, what's the
Oh,
button
gosh.
to go chatting? Bottom left. This one. I nailed it.
Hi.
Guys, I did it. Here we are.
So I was gonna say I think he's gonna fuck it all up,
He's definitely gonna fuck it all up.
but don't say that when he gets back. When he gets
Okay,
back, don't
we're
let
gonna
him
be
say
quiet
that.
about the fact
Hey
that
man,
Brandon-
you
Oh!
are on top of the world. Let's see what you
so
do.
good. I'm sure your turn is gonna be great.
Let's
Oh,
see
is
what
it my
you're done.
turn?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh, well,
We
I
were-
just need to slowly and deliberately pour this beer.
We were.
Oh wow, is that? Oh, I don't know. Is it? Can it fit?
It just fit. There's
It's
only
a
there's a little
Bud
bit down
Light.
here, but it's
It's a Bud Light.
It's a hazy IPA that was kind of sedimenty, so I'm okay
Mm.
not pouring the last.
It's a Bud Light guy,
You know,
I guess.
on
Just put it behind the social media links up
there
there.
we go.
No.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
Can't see.
Thanks, Nightfall. How's it going, Nightfall?
Brewed in St. Louis. It says
Brewed in St. Louis.
Bud Light.
I mean,
Um,
Bud Light. Unpopular opinion. Pretty great beer.
Oh, I love Bud Light.
I mean, it's like maybe my favorite beer.
It's my favorite of the non.
That is
of the basic
that-
bitch beers.
that
Bud
is-
Light's definitely my
that
favorite.
is an unpopular opinion.
As of, I mean, like, you know, I used to drink lots of, like, you know, East Coast IPAs and, like, what people think are, like, good beers, but, like, none of them ever trumped a Bud Light,
Wow.
in my opinion.
Wow. There are people.
Who are you?
There are
This
people
is all
who would
lies.
swear and curse at you for saying this.
I mean, I would be
I'm one of
those
them.
people.
Fuck you!
No, I can't get behind beer snobbery. I can't.
Oh, I'm such a beer snob.
Music snobbery, I can get behind. Video game snobbery, I can get behind. Movie snobbery, I am forefront of. I can't get behind beer snobbery.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
If you like it, man, go for it. Drink what you want. If it tastes good to you, you drink that beer.
Even
No.
if it's, like, Bud Light, which is just, like,
Especially if it's
watery
like Bud Light.
pee.
I like Bud Light.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
I like Bud Light.
People should conform
it's
to
my
my
money,
opinion.
and I want it now.
If you want to drink a Bud Light, baby, you drink that Bud Light.
All right.
All
Bro,
right.
have you played this turn yet?
I am proceeding to do so forthwith. I will cast a spark. It's in a +1 breach to do 2 to Rageborn. And then
Well done.
I'll prep 2 more things, like a spark
Ooh.
and a spectral echo.
Hey.
Hey yo! And then
Oh.
I have 5 ether to
Charge it up, Daddy. Your deck's
Yeah.
perfect, so just
I
charge.
don't want to waste ether, so I'm gonna buy an amber and put it on top of my deck, and buy a charge.
Nice. Awesome, Nightfall. I hope the holidays with your family was great, and traveling was not awful like it was for half the country in the last few days.
You dodged that bullet. You were traveling.
I mean, I got delayed for an hour, which compared to everyone else, really great.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I was traveling across the country, so
Yeah, you were in the hazard zone too.
Yeah, oh god, it was very. Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't upstate. You know, if I was upstate New York, it would have been 3 feet of snow, and there was no way I was getting out. But I was going out of the city. My friend, is supposed to see her tonight. Sadly, she was coming off tour. She was touring in some musical, holiday show,
Sure.
and she checked bags, and she was traveling Southwest. I don't know
Oh.
if you've heard about the Southwest drama, but
I've heard some, yeah.
her bags are still in Austin, Texas, which include like her Etsy work. Like she's a drawer as well, and she does like holiday gifts through Etsy, a bunch like all of her stuff. You know, just like
Sure.
she was touring for a
Jeez.
month, so it's like all of her stuff was packed away, and she's back in LA and no stuff, and she's like talking. You know, we were supposed to hang out today. She's like, I'm gonna have to cancel. I have to figure out what the hell to do about all this stuff. And more importantly, was like
The excuses people will make.
I know, right? She's like, I might need to drive to Austin tonight. And I'm like,
Well, that would suck.
that's a 20-hour drive.
Yeah.
That would not be great. Because, like,
Damn.
also flights, because I looked, I was like, oh, you know, like, are you trying to fly? And I looked up flights, and I was like, oh, like, the cheapest flight is $800.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just
you're
like
bidding against all the other people's Southwest.
yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
It's genius, though, for Southwest.
I mean, I think they're like in serious trouble of financial ruin, but
the the government is coming in and like Buttigieg has been saying like we're gonna.
I didn't hear any of this. Is this just Southwest?
Yeah,
Southwest specifically
Southwest.
has canceled like between 70 and 80% of their flights like from Christmas Eve through New Year's
Because of financial issues or
apparently because of like outdated scheduling software that essentially lost track of where all their staff are.
What?
They what I've been reading and I guess this I think this was legitimate reporting, but I haven't this is me recalling something that I read, but that their staff like essentially the only way that they can figure out where their own employees are right now to get them staffing flights is for them to call in and report to like HR basically where they currently are, and and those employees are sitting on hold for like 8+ hours to get through to that line. Yeah.
I've heard any of this.
Ruin is what is the general state of Southwest.
So,
ruin.
So some people are like, it's currently in ruin. It's surely a huge financial hit. There are definitely people who are like, their brand will never recover from this. I'm like, everyone's used to airlines screwing them. 6 months from now, no one will remember this. And if Southwest is the cheapest flights, they'll book it again. I'm more cynical, even though they like deserve to, because they just ruined like 50 million people's holidays.
Yeah.
They deserve to like fail because of this. I don't think they actually will.
I mean, the issue is that the airline industry is so unprofitable that no one else wants to enter it. So the government will be fine.
And the ones that do, Virgin Air, everyone tries to keep out. Virgin was amazing, and then everyone tried to butt them out of the space because they're like, people like Virgin Air, fucking get them out of here.
Anyway, let's go back to the table view and flip this card.
It's
my turn. Whew. I am blazing right now.
Well, blaze away.
Blaze away.
This is 4 damage, 8 damage, 13 damage.
Holy
That's
crap.
pretty good.
I'm amazing at this game.
That takes Rageborn down to 25, which is definitely where we should start, even if minions show up. Probably just trying to finish it off.
I look at this card. It's a nemesis. I'm going to put it at the bottom. No, top of the deck.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But wait, don't you get, if you put it at the bottom, don't you get 2,
Bottom.
No, he gets the bonus ether if it was a player
For the
card.
player card.
So it's like pure luck, basically.
No, top. No, bottom. Okay, yeah, I'm good
Kyle!
with bottom. I'm good with bottom.
Kyle.
I'm bottom.
We all know that.
Team bottom.
Team bottom. And you know what I'm going to do next? Combust and spectrally echo.
Okay. Those aren't as exciting as blazing.
And I have this transmographer in my hand and no other card.
You could instead... Well, I guess you already looked at the turnover deck. But I was going to say, you could have just transmogrified your Quartz Shard. What good is that actually doing?
It's amazing. It's the best card in my deck.
Well, I guess you can... I guess as long as you play it last, you can play the Transmogrifier for no effect, right?
Yep.
It says destroy a card in hand, but... Okay.
That's what I did.
Cool.
Oh my god, it's the Nemesis next.
No!
He gets a Reality Rupture prepped, which is a 2 discard, destroy 2 prep spells that each cost 3 or more. It's not great. But the power 1 will go off and unleash 3 times, which is also arguably not great.
Because he would strike.
I think I might rather that happen than someone destroy their good spells.
Well, if
Those spells should be cast at the Rageborn.
But if you two do it, you could lose your Spectral Echoes. Is it one person or is
No,
it...
it's...
One person has to do
Yeah,
it.
one person would have to do this. And they just do it like as an action on their turn.
Yep.
So we also... This is power 1, so also if Nemesis comes up now, we have no choice in
Which
that.
he doesn't.
Wild.
Man, I love the starting wilds that I've been drawing.
But I don't think it's worth destroying someone's Spectral Echo and Combustion and losing those prep spells, which would have been damage in a moment, to prevent this.
Well, that's your prerogative.
I am close to
Why
death.
don't you go?
I have 4. I'm close to death. Well, you're at 8, or is that a 4?
I'm also at 4.
You're at 4, and Kyle's at 8.
I'm great.
Is there a card that could be drawn on strike?
Sure is.
I don't think. I think the only card that does the only strike that we've seen
Two
that does four damage does it
Any
to
player.
to any player. So yeah, I don't think we're risking anyone being defeated.
Yeah.
On a strike.
I think 2 damage to lowest is the biggest strike they can do to you.
I'm all for you taking the wild turn, Butner.
Yeah, me too.
I can't do much with it. It's
love it.
not very
I
exciting.
love the sound of that.
I can prep a spell, and I've got 5 gems I can spend.
5 gems I can spend.
I guess I could add 2 charges.
Oh, well, you finish this turn. I mentioned my dog's at the vet. The vet is calling, so I should probably take this.
But now people don't know how. We don't.
25 and 12.
Yeah, but what? So the city had 25 and
Yeah.
he's got 12?
Yeah, definitely.
That was the order.
It had to be.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So he's in striking distance.
Yeah, we can get him.
All right, I'm going to buy 2 charges
Noise.
because I honestly don't know how much better anything else could do right now.
Those words totally made sense in the order you said them.
I thought so. And I will draw the rest of these cards. 3.
And guess who goes next? You.
Oh my gosh.
One more time.
Do it again! All right, the people want to repeat. They're going to get it. Let's do
Give the people what they want.
3 damage. Let's get this out of here. Let's do 3 damage.
Love it, love it.
1, 2, 3.
Bring it.
I will prep this bad boy.
That is a
I
bad
will
boy.
destroy this crystal. Playing it twice.
Using the transmogrifier or the
Using
unstable prism.
unstable prism. So I'll have 4 to spend. I'll have 4 to spend. And gosh darn if I'm not going to charge twice.
Gosh darn. And remind me, what is it? You can gain a spell and prep it to anyone's open breach.
Bingo.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I suppose it is. The question is, so can I use it now?
You sure can. Well, activate during your main phase. It's still your main phase. You sure can.
Sweet. So, I mean, obviously consuming void is there.
It is definitely there.
And that's 7, so that would be the most value, and I could put it to mine own. I've got a lot of gems.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll do it. I'll do that.
Prep that, baby.
I'll do that. Boom, right there. That's how we roll. Okay.
Alright. We'll wreck all
Charges
those.
go away.
Very nice. And you did 3 damage. We need to keep track of. So he's
Yes.
down to 22, or should be. And it is Brandon's turn. So.
Oh gosh.
Hi.
This again. Hello. Nightfall. Great to see you.
Yeah.
Nightfall is very knowledgeable on Marvel Champions, I believe.
Everything. Yeah.
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 I mean, Nightfall has.
Nightfall, I've played games with in person. In fact, my first Iron Man ever was with Nightfall. I don't know if that's true. I think my second Iron Man at Arkham Knights, which is where Brandon and I met.
Oh, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about with an Iron Man. To me, that's a Marvel thing. Now I do know because you guys have told me what this is. It sounds insane.
I like that Iron Man was not like the Iron Man race, but like the
That
Marvel
actually was the
superhero.
second. I was like, okay, I don't think it's that one. And he must be talking about the race, the
Yeah.
endurance challenge.
Yeah, it's that one.
Got it. Third on the list, certainly Arkham. in the old noggin of
Taken down there
of things.
Yeah, no, it's great to have Nightfall in the chat. That was a lot of fun back then. But yeah, no, he's definitely knowledgeable on Marvel. I think you played this game a decent amount. Correct me if I'm wrong there. But yeah, how are you, Butner? What was
good.
your holiday like? We haven't talked.
Well,
in a
we didn't.
while.
I didn't go anywhere.
So great.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It was fantastic. Didn't see. I mean, my wife had some friends over. Went over to. We saw Brandon and Ryan on Christmas Eve. We went over to a friend's house.
Nice.
Was
that
Mark and Mags?
Mark. Okay. Yeah.
They cooked. We ate at 10:30.
They cooked. We ate.
Well.
Oh, that's right, because they under budgeted the time that they needed to cook, so they ended up eating at 10:30.
Ryan literally had fallen asleep on the couch.
That sounds right.
We were all laying, and 9:30. Chef needs about 10 more minutes. Okay. Wow, this is late. 10:30 was the actual time. So.
Oh, did we do Dunwich and Carcosa? So it was our first and second Ironmans. You know, everything from Aeon's End, done both Legacy camp. Oh yeah, Brandon was actually just he bought one of those reset packs for the Legacy for Aeon's End because he and his husband were playing it and they tapered off, and so we were potentially gonna play that today, but we didn't. And that's that story. But yeah, have you played both campaigns? Done both campaigns.
Brandon,
Wow, that's amazing.
we need you to knock 3 points off of.
Oh, good catch.
Oh, yeah, because I'm back with my phone.
Old
That was our scoreboard.
Oh, no, just you keep on going up. 22.
Nice.
Just keep on healing Rage War. I'm sure if you touch it the same
make
place
this hard.
more, it will continue to get where you need to go.
So that you know, I used my Gift of Ether ability.
Whoa.
Bought a Consuming Void, put it into my Open Breach, so
And
that
that's where we are.
That's pretty sweet.
at some point I can maybe do some stuff.
That's probably going to be a lot of damage.
It actually is, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I've got 4 gems in hand, so or 4 cards that I could just smash in hand, so that's 12 damage. So if you can
Well, it's destroy up to 2, but
up to 2.
yeah.
It's gonna go
But
off.
6 damage with 1 spell is still a lot.
Okay,
It's a lot of damage.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Again,
Yep.
I have so many turns.
Turns out.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't I fire off some spells?
I feel like we're close.
I do agree. I'll Spectral Echo. I'm gonna deal 2 damage to Rageborn and destroy a spark from my hand.
Kaplow.
And then... Yeah, sure. I'll cast this spark, and it's got +1 damage, so that's another 2. I guess I'll sit on Combustion, just because it can damage minions. And I don't think we're so close that like this 2 damage means we kill
agree.
it. So, and then I have 6 Ether in hand. I think I will just charge 3 times, so that if we end up needing a clutch heal here as the game winds down, I'll be ready.
Sounds fine.
That's my turn. Was it worth the wait?
No.
Definitely not.
But it is the Nemesis turn, which means this blows up. Unleash 3 times. That is the reality rupturing. In case anyone is wondering. Boom, boom, boom. He's ready to strike.
Ruh-roh.
But first, he is going to gather darkness. Any player places their discard pile on top of their deck, shuffles it, and then destroys the top 4 cards of their deck. Well...
So I have 3 cards in my entire discard pile plus deck right now, which means it would actually destroy fewer cards. But they're they're all the spells that I just cast, so
yeah,
I'll
probably
be
not
light
that,
on
then.
stuff. Or wait, no, I guess they're gems. Either way, I don't know. It means I'll be kind of grinding.
I think
to
it's
a halt.
probably button.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I think I have the most gems still.
And you are
Okay.
in the best situation that you could be with your 2 best spells prepped.
Yeah,
True.
So discard pile on top of your deck, shuffle it, and destroy the top 4 cards.
Shuffle the deck, the whole deck.
Yeah.
This feels so
Wrong.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier.
This is disgusting.
Violating.
This is disgusting.
Oh, and then we unleash twice.
What are you doing to me, Rageborn? Okay, so I destroyed these top 4 cards I'm about to draw.
You better believe it.
Alright, so kaboom. That sucks.
Oof.
That's good.
That's fine.
That's good.
Fine.
That's
great.
Hey, three crystals out of 4 cards. That's a good.
Yeah.
You doing me a favor,
Yeah.
Rageborn.
Thank you.
And now there are 6 Fury tokens on Rageborn, so he's gonna strike.
Sure is. We're going to remove 3. But not before he strikes, which is... Kaplow! A seethe. Seize.
He seethes.
He is seething.
He's seizing. The player collectively discard the 2 most expensive prepped spells. Well, that's probably...
gonna be
Oh, that sucks.
Discard
Well,
them. So it's your Consuming Void and one of our combustions. Like it can be mine.
Okay.
Since I've already taken my turn this cycle.
Yeah, I still have to go.
That sets us back a little.
That's not great, but
Yeah.
it didn't damage us actively, so that's fine.
No, but it took about 8 damage off the table, and since he's at 18, that's
yeah, it feels
almost
pretty
half.
bad.
we were close.
Okay, fine.
Next
Whatever.
turn.
Next turn is me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go casties. I'm going to cast Spectral Echo and destroy this crystal I have in hand. I'm going to cast Combustion And that's a total of 5 damage. That feels wrong. I'm just going to do the 2 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to prep Blaze. I'm going to play Unstable Prism to burn that Amber, giving me 4. Play this Amber, giving me 4 more. And I think I'm going to charge. Immediately use it. I still have 4, so I'm going to charge 2 more. And maybe I take the damage here. Yeah. I'm going to take the damage.
And shuffle your own turn
And
order back
shuffle
in.
my own turn order back into the deck.
I like it.
Zoop, 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 zoop.
I feel like you've played Lash several times before.
Yeah, he's great.
You're a fan?
I am. I mean, I didn't pick him. Remember
Oh,
that?
Butner picked for us.
Yeah.
I told you I had the feeling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he felt it. Felt it real good. All right. That is my turn, and I'm sticking to it. Then the Nemesis goes.
Okay.
The Nemesis is going to Doom AGs, which is to discard this, we need to spend 7 Ether.
Yikes.
And it is a power 1. The player with the most charges suffers 4 damage and loses all their charges.
I better spend my charges.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get an opportunity to do
If
so.
I get a turn, I'll spend my charges, and then you, with your 2 charges, could get hit by this relatively safely, and that you won't die.
This is a truth fact.
Or you just spend 7 Ether when it's your turn now. Just do it. Just discard
Oh,
that.
yeah, you should just do that.
Yeah.
I do have 7 Ether.
Do you really?
And look, it's your turn.
I don't have 7 Ether.
Well, then stop lying.
No. I will combust and blaze, however, and that does 5 total damage.
That's pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then boom, boom, boom.
That's looking like enough to kill
That's a
it if
fatal
you get
blow.
another turn.
So, if we get a wild or a 2 on this next one, game's over.
Sadly, this is the rest of my hand.
Another blaze.
All right, that is my turn. I have done it.
Wasn't sure whether it was possible to have too many blazes, but
Turns out it is.
So we have
Or-
a,
Wait,
or
I
really,
should also have
you
played this
have
crystal.
you have too few open
breaches because I would have been able to prep all 4 there, and that would have been pretty fun.
so we have a 33% chance of winning right now.
Yes, if we get a wild or I mean, honestly, I would like the turn if we draw a wild. I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
actually
that's
haven't
fair.
either.
Yeah.
You know what, guys?
We
You're
can
right.
flip a coin for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You guys are the
That's fair.
contenders. Yeah,
That's fair.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's play. Brandon goes first.
Sweet.
I hate this.
Yeah. Don't we all?
The worst of all of the outcomes that could have been.
Okay, I just have 2 spells to prep, and I have 5 ether. I will charge, heal myself, obviously, for 4.
Does feel like something you would do.
Now I'm at 8. I'm cushy. And I have 3 left. I will buy, I guess, one more charge. That doesn't raise me up to having the most charges, so I won't lose it. That'll still be Kyle. Okay, great.
But first, I go and end the game.
You're-
3 blazes is exactly 11 damage.
Isn't it 13?
Yep.
12, 4 plus 1
5.
from a breach.
Yeah. So exactly 11. Perfectly squeaks
What did
it
you
out.
say about counting?
Perfect lethal.
Perfect lethal.
With just those extra 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
But those 2 don't count.
Well done. Good game.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
We beat the easiest boss in the game.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of us.
Yeah. And we didn't cut it that close.
It was not close at all.
Everyone was
So
pretty
Kyle
healthy.
and I were
Yeah.
maybe right about
Gra-
the
Gra- Grave-
currency.
Gravehold was the scariest thing because we had no way to heal it.
I don't know. I felt pretty scared with 4 health there. I was kind of.
Yeah, it's true. And he would have if he got exhausted, he would have max of 2 breaches ever. Just pretty fun.
That would be funny.
Well, yeah. I only have 3. I mean,
That
this
went
guy
well.
is not a.
Yeah.
This guy's not a breacher.
Do you want to do one more? Pick another boss?
I've never blazed before, but can confirm blazing is fun.
Yeah.
If you've never blazed, go home and blaze.
I don't think I have enough time to play another one.
Okay.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
I can jet out if you guys want to play another one since you got it all set out.
I was, because I need to pick up a link from the vet in about an hour. So that's why I was thinking, like, well, if we play this again, it is set up. We could, I could try to
Bust
squeeze
through
it
in
in.
an hour, yeah.
But we could also call it a stream and play something quick. Or we could play something quick on stream, too. What's quick? How long does Verdant take?
Probably an hour.
I'd say an hour.
Plus, we'd be learning it.
Yeah. Minimum an hour.
Maybe we call it. How about?
Oh shit! Knock my phone over.
Oh.
You know, we could always play San Juan.
Yeah, is that teach and play in an hour?
You guys aren't impressed by how quickly I just knocked my phone over and grabbed
Yeah,
that?
maybe.
That was like it was like an on purpose phone knock.
God damn, that was pretty good. How I just so slickly.
Was the phone? I'm still unclear. Was the phone falling on purpose,
Yeah, now it's like it felt like the fork drop.
or was this
thing at
to
dinner.
cover it?
I don't know.
The world may never know.
If only there was tape to check on that one.
But
The frame's in the way. Probably not.
Yeah.
Nightfall appreciated it. Thank
oh
you.
yeah.
Thanks, Nightfall.
Just
How about
get your phone off the floor.
a hand or two of Marvel Remix?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Why not? Yeah. Kyle, clean this up.
Sorry, Kyle. He said it. It's his
Yeah.
house. So
It's true. There's nothing we can do
I'm
now.
powerless here. I want to help you.
I feel like I won that game. Here it is.
You do.
What is Marvel Remix?
I've seen it.
What
Oh,
isn't Marvel Remix?
wait, didn't you play it? You played it. No, you weren't there yet. We played.
I wasn't born yet.
You were.
That was just a glimmer in my father's eye.
The last board game day that we had, we played it.
I wasn't there yet, man.
I
There was a time I didn't live in LA.
I thought about bringing Red
No,
Rising.
this game came out like 3 months ago. You're thinking you just weren't at my game day yet because you showed up at like 9 p.m. to the last one.
Yeah, that game day. I remember it now. Remember it fondly.
I'm sure you do.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Oh boy, I got a whole mess of cards
Anyway.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game's like Marvel Legendary in that it takes like 20 minutes to set up and clean up. I bet. 20 minutes set up, 20-minute cleanup.
Yeah, I think it's a little quicker than
Yeah,
that.
definitely quicker than.
Especially, at least the way I've been approaching this game. So this there are these large standalone expansions, and then they each have about 2 small expansions to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been keeping those like sets of large expansion and its 2 small expansions together, and never mixing and matching it with other sets of those. And it makes sense for a few reasons. One is like that way I don't have to deal with, like, when I play Marvel Legendary, I'm digging through 70 villains and all that stuff. But also, there tends to be mechanics and synergies in with these like spells and relics and stuff that if you combine everything together, it just dilutes it
it's a
all.
mess.
Yeah.
That
There's
makes sense.
in the War Eternal, the second like cycle, there's this keyword link, which if any 2 spells that both have the keyword link, they can be prepped to the same breach together. But if you're, if you just have like if you have everything mixed together and are playing randomly or whatever, you're like almost never gonna have a lot like that critical massive link that makes it actually interesting.
Sure. Makes sense.
And then it has that link keyword that lets you prep multiple spells in the same breach, and then it has other cards that reward you for having lots of spells prepped. So it enables you to like trigger things that's like draw a card for every spell you have prepped at higher numbers than 4, and like so those kinds of synergies like don't work as well if you dilute it all.
So you say.
I do. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I had no vote in the matter. Just had to sit here and let it happen.
Oh,
to
the
me.
people had backstories I could have been reading.
Oh yeah, they
Believe
have
it.
Son of a gun.
excessive flavor text on the back that I've never really sat and read.
What's wrong with you? How could you? Is my guy the only one? No. Faye Draxa also doesn't have an opening breach.
I don't know. Kyle and I have been talking about doing videos similar to the format of Arkham, where we're kind of talking through and reviewing cards and stuff, but going through the contents of the different expansions of Aeon's End, which is something that doesn't, at least on YouTube, doesn't exist. Like, there's no answer to the question, like, if I were to buy this box, what would I get?
Yeah.
That's not really there that I could find. So yeah, it seems
Would
like
you
a
watch
niche
that
that's
Nightfall?
available. But
Nightfall made a Discord bot that will allow you to generate 9 cards based on keywords for Aeon's End.
oh, that's cool.
Nightfall's a genius.
Nightfall is a
share
genius.
that with us?
Yeah.
Share it in the description
Send us
below.
that link, yeah. what was I saying? Oh, but so when we do those videos where we talk about all the contents of the expansions, we will surely sit here and read every word of these novels on the back of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
That's a thing
best
that
kind
we'll
of
do.
content.
That's content
I
people
think
want to
that's
see.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Is us. I mean, this set of characters has, I don't know, there's what, like 100 words on each of these. So yeah, it's just like 1,500 words of reading. It'll be like
Easy.
half a prologue of an Arkham campaign.
If that. Alright. That's put away. This is almost put away. Spell, and spell.
Man, well, if you're just joining us, I know that the title of the stream says Aeon's End, but we do have a little bit of extra time, and we're going to play some Marvel Remix. Also, if you're just joining us and haven't liked the stream yet, please do. That would be awesome.
Well, what's wrong with you if you haven't?
Very nice of you. I mean,
What the
you know,
fuck?
Maybe they just joined, like literally just.
Like just.
Haven't even had time.
I mean, look at us.
Like, they came in
I
halfway
know.
through the sentence of, like, they're like, Ike this stream now. And they're like, I got a good reaction.
That's
man.
true. That could be someone. You're totally right. Rude of me not to think that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It really was rude of you.
Kyle, have you heard of Fantasy Realms?
I've never heard of a fantasy
It's a
realm.
predecessor to San Juan. If you haven't, okay. Fantasy Realms is what this game is basically based
Butner.
on, but they changed it and made it Marvel.
Just in the last
Yeah.
8 seconds, I've decided you're not allowed to leave LA.
Oh yeah,
I miss
drove
you
him
too
to his
damn
side.
much.
Well, you've got to buy my my townhouse.
Oh, that's
Kyle,
true.
So
I'll give you
it's gotta happen.
$70 for it.
I could go for that.
All right.
It's a down market.
it is. Interest rates are too damn high. There's no way you're gonna get
No.
like 700,000.
No takes you back.
Almost no chance.
I agree.
So he should take 70.
$70. That's all I can give you.
Wife's gonna be pissed, but I'll do
Honestly,
it.
you could probably get a 70,000 mortgage. What if he were to multiply his first offer by
shoebox.
1,000?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
1,000? The deal.
Like there's no way. He's a terrible negotiator.
Yeah.
you should take this.
The
Say
next
no more.
offer is gonna be like $8.
Oh
So
my
you
gosh.
better take the $70K right now. Shake
I'm
my
in.
hand.
I'm in.
Oh man, I
Oh,
wish houses were
man.
$70,000.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Remember when I bought a house for $170,000 once?
That's amazing.
That
Yeah,
was so fun.
those are the days.
Ugh.
That's pretty good.
Then you sold it for what? 250?
230.
230? Okay. It's a healthy.
After like 2.5 years.
Yeah,
That's
pretty good return in
That's
2.5
nice.
years.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like 40%.
Yep. Plus, you got to live there.
Yeah, rent free.
Yeah, technically.
I made $35,000 or whatever for just living there for 3 years. That's a pretty good deal.
I haven't checked what the value of this house is lately.
Oh, it's tanked.
Has it?
Probably.
Damn it.
Interest rates have gone skyrocketing.
But I love value.
Not today, Pam.
Not today,
you're
pal.
gonna have to wait a few years.
Yeah. I'll buy it right now for $1.1 million.
$70.
My next offer is going to be $4. Better take the 1.1.
I've heard it both
You
ways.
have $1.1 million.
You know who does?
Although I
The
didn't.
bank.
I didn't have almost $1.3 million.
I know.
This is just welcome to finance talk on Optimal Play. This is the part of the stream.
On your day off.
This is the part of the stream where we talk about our real estate ventures.
Remember when I bought a house for 10 times less than you did almost? That's crazy. That is a crazy amount of difference.
But I have a pool,
It's true. I only had a hot tub.
and today's a bad example, but I have weather. I have good weather.
Today's like the best weather we're going to have in the next 3 days.
It is supposed to rain all week after this. Yeah.
Oh, LA, why do you do this to me? I was in the cold, and I come back, and then you're like, you know what, let's rain for a week on my week off.
Yeah.
I guess I play board games more.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I was cold, so I turned on the heater. Now I'm getting warm. I'm gonna turn it back off.
Wow, this is some content right here.
I know.
Marvel Remix.
Tell me about Marvel Remix.
I will. So what you're going to be doing in this game is you're going to be building up a hand to try and have the most amount of points. But the points, you can look at your cards.
Is this like a Euro game?
Very similar to a
Yeah,
Euro
it's a point
game.
salad. Yeah.
But the cards in your hand are all interacting off each other, doing certain things. So there's going to be symbols you'll get points for based on other cards you have in your hand. And on your turn, you're going to discard one of the cards in your hand and either draw the top card of the draw deck from either of these two, or you're going to take up one of the cards that someone else has discarded on a previous turn.
Holy crap.
And whenever there are 10 cards in the middle here, the game's over. And then everyone counts up their cards, and whoever has the most points wins the game.
Yeah, and so to look at a few example cards here,
There's these symbols on the left. They're called tags. They represent like a hero that can fly or is a mutant or whatever.
Right.
They don't do anything other than they get referred to by abilities. Like high speed chase here, for example, is worth 3 points for each like speed, flight, or purple arrow
Amazing.
tag. There are none here. There are a few heroes that transform. Here we go. Like Thor. Thor, if you meet his criteria, he transforms into his other form, and you just take him in your hand and literally flip him upside down. And now he's worth the higher value and has all those tags instead of those tags.
The only requirement at the end of the game is you have to have at least one villain in your hand. And the villains are normally negative cards, or they have a very narrow lane for them to be good.
Yeah.
So if we're just going to take the bottom villain here, Juggernaut, he's worth 16 points, but you have to blank one location. So if you had no locations, that's
16
cool.
points seems great.
16 points is really good. So that's the villain. So at the end of the game, you have to have at least one villain in your hand for your points to count. You can have more than that, though. It is hard to get more than the 7 cards that you have.
You technically also have to have an ally or hero.
Yes.
Which basically, so you have to have a bad person and a good person. I think the spirit of this game doesn't have like a story or anything, but I think the spirit is like you're creating a comic book or something. Like this is kind of your hand at the end is like that's the plot of a comic book, and then let's see whose is the coolest.
Right.
Is the points.
Who are your
That's why
heroes?
you have to have a hero and a
Who's your
villain.
villain?
Like, yeah.
What's the locations, maneuvers, equipment that's going on?
I'm sold. Let's play.
All right.
Okay. Well, I've randomly selected Butner to go first.
Great.
I
I'm
like that.
going to get rid of this card and draw this card.
Don't you draw it before you discard?
Yeah, you do. But I just knew. I didn't want that card.
Okay. Did not want that arc reactor.
Brandon's right, though.
It seems great.
And again, here we'll face them to Kyle's because that's face up on the camera.
I kind of want the arc reactor. I can just take that.
You can't. And another thing I should have said, you can draw from either of these two piles. So if you discarded your villain, you could, it's not likely you would want more than one villain, but you could.
But you could.
Nightfall, have you played this one? You're a big Marvel guy.
Oh, and you're in the market. Ugh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Although it should be getting better, in quotation marks. At least the payment, but the...
Market's amazing if you're trying to buy. Well, everything's expensive. It's not a market.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
it's also not a great time to buy because the rates are so high.
interest rates are
But
so
you
high.
can
So pick your poison.
Hopefully,
Pick your poison.
Yeah, it's like, do you want a big ticket or do you want
Exactly.
a big interest?
You're going to pay
it's
for it somehow.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking this arc reactor. It seems awesome.
Wow. Well, discard me something good.
Okay, here, have this. Fearless.
Blanked if there's more than one hero in your hand, but 16 points otherwise. That's kind of cool. I currently have 0 heroes, so
Seems great for you.
yeah. Why not? But also why? No, fuck that. I'm gonna draw from the deck.
Whoa, he changed his mind pretty
Ooh,
hard.
it's a card.
Pretty hard.
I don't need to build gadgets. Oh wait, we were just saying we're gonna put them this way.
Oh, that's cool.
Your turn.
You guys have plans on Friday?
In the evening, some out of town friends are staying over, But I think they're coming over kind of like to break up a drive, like not an all-day hangout or something. What?
Got something that I'd like to get out of.
So we should make plans on Friday, is what you're saying?
We can talk off stream.
That's true. This is recorded forever. Hey, Nicole.
So I like this game.
Crippling indecision. That's where I'm seeing your face right now.
It's just there's so many things that you have to like register.
Yep.
For it to all be working for you.
Mm.
So I'm going to draw a villain card.
I hate it.
And man, that's hilarious. And discard this villain card.
Derby K says, I played Fantasy Realms and I like it. I'd certainly be interested in a Marvel themed variant. Thankful says the icons on the left of each really streamline it compared to Fantasy Realms. I agree with those. So this is a re-implementation of a game called Fantasy Realms. It is a Marvel themed version that does do some tweaks and streamlines to the mechanics. It's not just a reprint.
I am a Marvel. Some people call me the Marvel board gamer. You could say.
I've heard.
Well, to be fair,
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's said that, but I'd like to get that going.
All right.
So
we'll change the Instagram handle.
All that said, I actually like Fantasy Realms more than I like this one.
Whoa!
Wow.
I've never played Fantasy Realms.
I think it's a little bit better.
Mm.
I think yeah.
Mm.
Coster.
Is it?
Yep.
Wow. I'm gonna draw a villain card. I hear these guys are good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No. I hate it. I'm gonna get rid of this guy, the Xavier Mansion.
Up to 3 heroes with mutants may each count 1 tag twice.
This is like if you want to go X-Men route, which I'm just not feeling. You know?
Yeah. I hear you.
I'm kind of feeling it.
Go for it, baby.
I will.
Charge me up, daddy.
I'm gonna take Magneto. Speaking of mutants. And he says blank all equipment and ignore all tech. Cards with tech tags keep their details. So let's get rid of Jane Foster, who has a tech symbol. Won't be needing that.
+8 with.
Did a camera freeze again? It's the other camera.
Oh, what is going on?
This is the one that has always periodically, like every few hours, frozen on us. It's weird that it doesn't freeze as part of
Is it hot?
the same issue. I don't know how to troubleshoot this even. But if I deactivate it and reactivate it,
It works.
there we go.
Look at that.
Yeah, super annoying.
My hand moves.
Like I mean, I'd be down to get new cameras if I knew that would solve the problem, but I
Sure.
don't. Like,
And it's not a cheap camera.
I don't know why. Yeah, it's not. It's a 4K webcam. That's like it's not. It's no not HDR. What am I looking for? I don't know. One of those cameras.
DSLRs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's no DSLR, but it's pretty nice. It does the job.
Man, I can't believe I pulled that one out.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Me neither. I dated a photographer or a video student in college,
There you go. You're an expert.
but that was 10 years ago. Whose turn is it?
Buttoners.
Oh.
Is it mine?
I think so.
See?
I thought it was your. Oh, you
I
discarded
discarded Jane Foster.
My bad. All right,
Sure
I
did.
am going to take build gadgets off your hands, and I will discard discover weakness.
Oh yeah, who would want to do that? Plus 11 for each pair of eyes and running people. Okay, Kyle.
No. Okay. I'm gonna draw.
Gutsy.
Oh man, did it pay off? No. How don't want to just discard the card I just drew. That feels dumb.
It does.
What else do I want to get rid of? This feels like it's never gonna happen. So I'm gonna get rid of the secret ID, which is blanked unless a hero and a location with some symbol.
Yeah, it's the city.
City.
Yeah.
So unless you're in a city with a hero like Spider-Man who lives in a city. Most heroes live in cities, though. There are a lot of small town heroes.
Small town? No.
No.
They're
I feel
solid.
like all of these should have the city icon. Every hero.
That's true.
I'm gonna draw from the deck.
Man, we're gonna finish this game quick.
This is bad.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not finding the
Goodbye, Spear of Bashenga. Not what I need.
+7 for each other equipment and each other thing. Okay. This is getting tricky. I'm going to... I'm gonna take that Spear of Bashenga.
Whoa!
I know.
I didn't mean to help you.
I appreciate it.
I'm sure you do.
And I'm going to get rid of... I just don't see this happening for me. Hack in. +6 for each tech.
I just got rid of all my tech.
Each tech also counts as an eye.
That feels good. Why does it feel good?
Take it. Take it. Kyle, take it.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Well, there it is.
Are the rules that have to take it?
Am I required to? Fine. I'll take it. I'm gonna toss. Ugh, this is also bad. I don't know.
If you want to see what's in Butler's hand, just look at the stream right now.
Oh.
Who can read upside down? Anyone?
An attempt to avoid crossfire. And by that I mean I'm going to not avoid crossfire. I'm going to take it right in the face.
I shall be getting rid of avoiding it.
Yeah. Alright, random draw.
We want a random draw.
That's, I'll take that. And get rid of the X-Jet.
Add flight symbol to each hero and ally with no flight symbol. Add arrow to one hero or ally.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, I will take X-Jet, prolonging this game, and I will put down build gadgets.
But you just took build gadgets like 2 turns ago.
Listen,
I remember it.
plans can change.
Well, I'll take build gadgets.
And my plan has changed.
Didn't you originally? No, I originally discarded that.
And I'll get rid of Toad.
Oh. Everyone currently have a villain in hand? Looks like it. Blanked unless with another villain with holy
With the
shit.
exact symbol you have on Magneto.
Yes, I will be taking Toad. For no
Which makes sense. Magneto,
real reason?
Toad is
Yeah.
one of Magneto's little lackeys.
Yep. Sure is.
That works for me.
I discarded a Vibranium Shield. Who's the one who keeps grabbing all the equipment I'm dropping? Because my last 3 discards have been equipment, and none of it's out here.
I don't list a hero with that.
My turn.
Your turn.
Give me that vibranium shield.
Ooh.
Wow.
Went right for it, baby.
If you want to explore the halls of Asgard, you're more than welcome to.
No.
+9 for each other. I don't know what that symbol's called, but it's on the Asgard people.
Exactly.
As guardians?
It's probably an Asgardian symbol.
Sure.
As a guardian, I would know that.
I need more beer.
Do you? That's not so judgmental. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Wow. Rude.
That's not what I meant. I mean, kind of what I meant. I'm gonna grab this person. That hero is interestingly boring to me. Going to I'm gonna discard Black Widow.
What's going on with the secret ID? Blanked unless with a hero and location with the city tag? Sorry. With a hero... no, it must just be any hero, right?
Blanked unless with a hero and a location with...
Because I don't think heroes have the city tag.
No.
That goes on locations.
It's
yeah.
2 different cards.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a hero and a location with a city.
I have those.
See, that's why I said, man, I'm so smart. Falcon.
Falcon, you don't fit into any of my plans.
No, same.
Alright, I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Except, does he? Fudge.
Well timed.
It's the live
Good, 'cause
editing bleep.
Otherwise, I'd have to bleep that in post.
Yeah. So good.
You guys
I love
are
us so much.
hilarious.
I'm lukewarm on us.
Alright, I am going to discard a card that Brandon is going to froth at. Well, maybe not froth. But he's going to like it.
Wolverine is a mutant and +6 with any villain with a mask symbol.
I'm frothing.
Well, take it.
No, I don't really like it. But I'll tell you what I do like.
What?
I think I like... Do I like... I kind
Now,
of like...
this actually would be the last turn of the game
If you add a 10th card, the game immediately ends.
Exactly.
There it is.
Oh no!
This is it.
Well,
Start counting up your cards.
good thing my hand is already perfect.
No.
Yep.
Mine's pretty good. Wasn't worth prolonging the game.
I have one weak link in my hand. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it.
Get rid of the card I just drew.
Okay.
Cerebro. Alright.
So, like any good Euro game, it has a scoring pad. So, a K for Kyle, a B for Brandon, and
Yeah, that's right. We have the same first letter of our name.
I'll do what Magic does with black and blue mana, and you'll be you.
It'd be you. Perfect. Works in 2 levels.
All right. So for maximum drama and confusion, we're gonna go one card at a time. So Kyle,
Tell us our story.
choose one of your cards and tell me how much it scores and why.
That's far too confusing. I'm gonna start easy. Hawkeye scores 5 points.
All right. Kyle takes the lead with 5.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. But my Spider-Man
Yeah, this is going to be difficult.
Yeah, this is like ridiculous.
Because
is worth... So I do not have a flight icon. I discarded it and I got rid of Falcon. I wonder if I lost points with that swap to Secret ID.
Probably.
Oh, well, who can... No time to think about that. Spider-Man is worth 5 points. We're
Math
tied.
is for suckers.
You did it.
Butner.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just start with my vibranium shield, which is 9, and it's blanked unless with a hero that has the athletic symbol. I do have a hero with the athletic symbol, but that comes later. A lot of my stuff is dependent on other stuff.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. Okay, so you take the lead with 9 for the U column.
Really like the drama that's being built here. Yes.
Right. Kyle, next card.
Well, let me tell you, it's a whole other hero. It's Bruce Banner. He has 1 point.
Damn, classic friend of Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Bruce Banner.
everyone knows Hawkeye and Bruce like this.
I mean, they're not friends.
Well,
Yeah.
my next card actually makes sense. It is Spider-Man's secret ID. It's 8 points that is blanked unless I have a hero and a city location, which I do. So 8 points.
Okay.
I don't love it.
Butner.
I'm going to go with the X-Jet next. It is 7 points. And it gets to add
And
stuff.
it's granting a bunch of tags here and
Yeah,
things.
but none of it is actually consequential whatsoever.
Okay, Kyle.
Wouldn't be a good comic book without the leader. Subtracting a total of 6 from his total, so 6 points.
Oh, because he loses points for each of these other tags you have.
Sure does.
Okay. I hate leader in Marvel Snap.
He's great.
He's the worst. But this isn't Marvel Snap, so he's fine. Spider-Man City has falling debris.
Spider-Man City!
This is considered a location, even though falling debris doesn't sound like a location to me.
Not any place
I
I want to be.
guess we're like fighting upon like
Yeah.
a large piece of falling debris.
Where are you right now? Falling debris!
Yes, it is a location
When
when you are falling in
Suppose
the
that's a
debris.
place.
Yeah, this is worth 0, but gets +4 for each strength or flight tag I have, which makes it worth a grand total of 4.
Wow. That is a lot of good things.
Yeah. Butner.
Alright. I will play Mjolnir for 10. It is
Wow.
blanked unless with Worthy or unless with a hero or ally that has the Mjolnir symbol. I do happen to have, spoiler alert coming up, Worthy. So
Ooh.
it is worth 10 points.
Wow.
Okay.
Are you worthy?
Oh,
I always knew you
the
were
game
worthy.
thinks I am.
Yeah, he's worthy of scoring 10 points.
Those are pretty good things. Well, let me blow your mind socket right on open.
Oh my gosh.
Mind socket?
Yeah.
It'll
make sense in a minute.
I'll
You'll see.
just go with it.
I trust the process.
The factory is where I am,
Oh.
and that's worth 10 whole points.
Oh,
It's
okay.
for
For all
each
that tech you
bone
have.
and for each bone, but I only have 10.
And you are counting stuff that's in your card, in your hand, right?
Sure I am.
Okay, great. Just making sure that wasn't like a...
No,
You didn't think that
it's
you
gonna
only
wombo.
score
Don't
based
you
on-
worry. I'm building to the drama.
I'm doing the
of
same.
mine.
All right,
I'm doing the
I'm gonna save my rogues gallery for last because I do have 3 villains in my hand.
Holy crap.
But the falling debris was falling onto the remote fortress,
Oh.
a 15-point location that's blanked unless I have a villain with this mask symbol, which I do. So it's worth 15.
Very good.
Nice. Seems great.
Yeah, I did good.
You did fine.
Okay, I will do my most lackluster, and that is going to be...
That's what you want in the middle.
Sure.
The slow,
it's the
middle
slump,
act.
Yeah, the slump of the second act here.
She's only 2 points, but I am giving her the athletic symbol, which let her hold the vibranium shield. So it says, Shuri and one other hero or ally may each add one of either strength, arrow, or athletic.
Got it.
So, 2
Okay.
points.
2 whole points. Good job. But it enabled the vibranium shield from 4 cards ago to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about some more tech that I have.
Yeah.
I have an arc reactor.
I remember that.
Whoa!
9 points for each tech. That's 18 points.
That is the highest single card scored yet.
Well
Which
done.
is good because you've also scored like the bottom 3 lowest.
He said he was building to the drama.
The drama's on its way,
Yeah,
friends.
yeah. I like the story you're telling.
It's gonna finish with a climax. Let's just say that.
We've already got our 2 heroes and a villain, and now we've just learned that they're in a factory with an arc reactor involved.
Yeah,
I'd like to
I
see
mean,
what happens next.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
All that's left for me is to, over the next 3 of my scoring turns, tell you all the various villains that Spider-Man is fighting on the falling debris.
Why is Spider-Man fighting all of these people?
Yeah.
Like classic Spider-Man villain.
Wow, that is...
Magneto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have read about him.
Yeah, he's classic Spider-Man.
Magneto's worth 17 points, and he blanks all equipment and makes me ignore tech symbols. But I made sure that I have no equipment or tech symbols, so he's just all upside. Other than the fact that I had to play around him through the whole...
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So 17 points.
Not
Boom.
quite 18, though,
No.
I will say.
No, in fact, I don't think I will be ever getting 18 on one card.
Well, then I win.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Butner.
Okay. I will go with another snoozer. This is worthy. It's blanked unless with a villain with power greater than 12. I do not have a villain, so it's blanked. So 0.
Wow. That is the single lowest card we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
Brutal.
snooze.
Wait,
I won't recover from this.
since you're not going to recover from this, I'm open to looking the other way. But if this is blanked, I don't think it counts as worthy for your Mjolnir card.
It does. So blanked only means the cost and icons aren't, but the name of the card still counts. Look it up.
Kyle,
I agree.
A ruling on this?
Yeah, this is my first time playing, and I remember that.
The name of the card is...
It's
not
still
blanked.
worthy. You might not be worthy, but somehow you're still worthy.
Yeah.
Rather, you're kind of like Thor in the beginning of Endgame. You're kind of like Fat Thor right now. You're still worthy. You're just like you got nothing to fight. You're
I'm
just
worthy,
sitting on your ass.
Just a little out of shape.
Yeah.
Well, it's like your comic book here. It features the concept of worthiness, but nobody who is.
But no one is worthy of your time, so you're just fat and
what's
lazy.
happening?
I love it. Honestly, I'm sold on this comic book. I'm all for Fat Thor. So,
What you got?
you know, we're in a factory with an arc reactor, so I think what the best opportunity is to tell Bruce Banner to hack in. And
He is Bruce Banner, not the Hulk. So okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
tell him to go to the computer, do your nerdy shit, Bruce, and
Do your thing.
+6 for each
Wait.
tech symbol.
Wait.
Yeah?
Why is your Hulk not transformed? You have another radioactive symbol on the leader.
I didn't know it was not optional. That's why.
Oh, I don't think it's optional.
I don't think it is either.
Well, I'm gonna pretend it's optional. Otherwise, I would have changed a lot of things.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Carry on.
Hacking in with Bruce.
Yep. So while we're playing that game,
Uh-huh.
you were right about the blanking. Just looked up that rule.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and put an asterisk next to Kyle and next to Butner.
All right. Well, no one told me it wasn't optional, so I'm gonna say that's a rules issue.
Yeah, and in my head, I was playing right. So
exactly.
That's what matters, right?
right.
All right. So I'm hacking in with Bruce. So that's 12 points because it's +6 for each tech symbol, and now from here on, tech symbols also count as eye symbols because everyone knows that the tech have eyes on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. The tech have eyes on. Sure. How many points was this again?
12.
12. Okay.
So winning.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. The next villain on the debris falling onto the rogue fortress is Toad.
Toad.
Who is blanked unless with another villain with that mask symbol, and I sure got one in Magneto, so he's worth 14 points.
That's good. I'm liking your odds here. I'm liking your odds.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. My villain is Killmonger,
Ooh.
who is -9, but he gets +9 for each other Black Panther card. So I've got Shuri, which is a Black Panther card, bringing him up to a cool 0.
Yeah.
And I've got this card in my hand, which also, so he's 9.
9.
Okay.
There you go.
9. That is points.
Wait till you see this last card, though.
Wait till you see this last
Oh,
card.
no.
Well, now there's no waiting. Now's the time to see it.
So, besides for Bruce hacking in and not the Hulk hacking in,
Right.
we also have Hawkeye, and what's he doing? building a bunch of gadgets.
Oh,
Nice.
classic Hawkeye.
And that is 26 points.
Holy crap.
Whoa, why? What does it do?
Because it is for each pair of Tech
Eyes
and
and Tech.
Eye. And if you remember,
Tech
I just
counts as
turned
eyes.
Tech to also count as eyes. That's 26 whopping points.
That's... no one's going to top that.
I see now why you didn't want to transform Bruce Banner.
I mean, well, the thing is, I would have just I had an option to trade him for Falcon, but I was like, it's not worth, the time to do that.
Sure. 26 is a lot of points for one card.
That's pretty good.
I don't beat it with my Sentinels, who are, I guess, flying around the falling debris. Because that's what they fly, right? Sentinels fly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know when I play Sentinel in Marvel Snap, a new one flies into my hand.
Yeah.
I know
Honestly,
the Sentinels
they
of the
have
Multiverse is a fine game.
My entire knowledge of the Marvel Universe comes from Marvel Snap.
And Marvel Champions.
And I think I'm kind of
Yeah.
an expert.
And Marvel Champions.
And Marvel Legendary.
They do a pretty good job.
Between all their Marvel
true.
games.
Like-
I mean, Brandon's never watched a Marvel movie. Everyone knows.
Marvel Champions is how I know Iron Man's signature catchphrase is, "I am Iron Man."
Wow.
That is his flavor text in Marvel Champions.
Pretty good.
A fact that I will never forgive.
Not even if you wanted to.
So anyway, that is 12 points for my Sentinels.
I mean, to be fair, his famous last line in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, "I am Iron Man."
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Last
Or
card.
do you disagree with me?
I don't know. Is he dead?
Well, spoilers.
Spear Bashenga.
Okay.
It's worth 0. What a flop card. Wait. +7 for each other equipment and each other Black Panther card.
Oh my god, that's like 30 points.
That's
2,
probably more than that.
3, 4, 5, 35 points.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. That's more than my 26.
All right. Let me do some. Why don't you entertain the stream while I do some arithmetic? Let's see.
I like that we never showed the overhead of this game.
Times 4,
Just
carry
stared
to
at us.
7.
Oh, yeah. They don't see.
No, we had I had the overhead on the whole time we were actually putting cards
Oh,
out
okay.
there, and then I switched to looking at us while we
I
were
just never looked at the stream this
telling our
entire
stories.
time.
That I believe.
You shouldn't have been because you're focusing on wombo and comboing.
I was comboing and womboing.
Yeah, as you should. So what'd you think of
That
that?
was fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
The Fantasy Realms version is like this. You kind of have to. I mean, you don't have to have knowledge. It helps. The Fantasy Realm version divides everything up into like elementals, warriors, swords. It's like more medieval themed,
Love
like
it.
magic type thing.
Love.
It's
Sold.
a little easier to grasp. This
Sold.
one's a little.
This one's great. I had a great time.
Yeah. Marvel Remix.
You know what I
You know
am.
what?
It was it's knuckle biter. Is that
Nail biter.
Nail biter.
Nail biter.
It was a knuckle
You
biter.
could also knuckle bite, I guess. It's like it's like past nail biting. You're like you've already chewed through the first half of your finger, and
Ah,
you're
the
now
knuckles!
now you're onto the knuckles.
Yeah, yeah. When it's a wrist biter, that's
Oh my god!
that is the worst.
Elbow biters are like
no!
once in a lifetime
no.
you get to see an elbow biter.
You don't want an elbow biter.
Coming in third place with his story of all the denizens of Wakanda trying unsuccessfully to lift Mjolnir.
I just needed one more person. I just needed one more person to help me out. I couldn't do it.
Butner with 72 points, which is not a bad score. It is, but it's a bad score in this instance.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then second place with Spider-Man fighting everyone on a chunk of falling debris is me with 75.
All the X-Men villains.
And then somehow taking it with Bruce Banner hacking into a factory led by the leader with 78 points. Kyle wins. That was a 6-point spread between first and last place. It was a close game.
Pretty damn good.
That's awesome. Very good.
Wow.
My understanding-
That was pretty fun.
Having not played Fantasy Realms, my understanding is that it is or not way, but somewhat like weirder and swingier. You have cards with larger numbers on them and bigger swings, bigger rewards for piecing together a harder combination and that kind of thing.
Yes.
In a way that this makes it a little more like steady.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Which is gonna which one you prefer in that respect will vary from person to person.
Mhm.
Same with whether you prefer generic fantasy theme or Marvel theme, which
To me,
Yeah.
Marvel's more interesting, but it's mostly
Marvel's
people
definitely
who,
more interesting.
It's mostly people who like really dislike Marvel. I think would prefer Fantasy Realms because Fantasy Realms. I've looked at it. I've seen the game or like cards from the game, and yeah, it's just super generic in a way that I'm like, okay, I've played fantasy games. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then again, I've played Marvel games. I get it. So whatever.
So like, granted, I wasn't paying attention when you were talking about transform that much, other than it flipped a card over.
I'm actually not sure whether it's mandatory, but I'm not
pretty
aware.
sure
I'm not
it
aware
is.
of any decision making about how. Like,
But the
other
way
than
the
what's
way that
available.
I felt about it was he transformed with any other radioactive symbol, which in my mind meant I needed to find another transform with a radioactive so that they would both transform together.
Oh,
That's
so
the way I read it.
transform with
another.
Oh, I can see how you interpret
know.
it that way, but I also think you are a
It
dummy.
does say if you meet the requirements, you must transform.
So like, in the first hand, like he would have just transformed because I had
Interesting,
in
because
the-
you were dealt. Was leader you're just the
Yeah,
villain
I
you
was
started
fine.
with?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's so cool. I like it. So
Yeah.
if I had like, so I transformed him, right?
Yep.
If I could like pitch him back, right? And he would stay transformed. Is that the way that
no, no, and in fact, if you had discarded leader and no longer met the transform requirements, it flips back.
Oh.
Yeah, so that would actually be another. Since you didn't actually use leader for much,
No, and that's
that would be another way that you could have dealt with that: is get rid of leader and draw, take a different villain.
Yep, and was kind
Yeah.
of planning on it.
Yep. So you had a couple options to get
Deal
what you
with that.
want, still get
Yeah.
what you wanted out of this hand.
Yeah.
Whether you would have still beaten me by 3 points, hard to say.
Hard to say.
I choose
But
to believe no.
probably yes. Almost definitely yes. Is where I'm gonna go. The tech combo was really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tech was very good.
The
The hack and build gadgets combo was pretty unparalleled.
Yeah, yeah. To give all your tech also I don't know what that stands for.
Insight.
Vision, insight.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
insight. Yeah.
Yeah. Intellect.
To give all your tech insight and then to reward you for each pair of tech and insight. Pretty natural combo.
Yeah.
And I did not want to give these cards away. I thought that I could get one more Black Panther person. That's why I was like, I gotta make a choice here. Tech. or
Yeah.
Black Panther, and I went with Black Panther.
I know.
I started with 2 different tech cards in my hand. So when you got rid of Arc Reactor, I was like, well, that seems like a good one for
Yeah,
me.
that was a good pickup.
And then I just was like, all right, we're gonna continue down the tech route, I guess.
That is the worst when you have like 3 cards that go together but need one more piece, and another 3 cards that go together and need one more piece, and you, unless you find the perfect card that fits both of what they need, you realize like, oh, only one of the 2 halves of my hand I've been thinking about is actually going to work.
And from like a storytelling perspective, the reason this is like it is because the leader is one of Hulk's arch nemesises. So it's saying
Nemesis.
Nemesi.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
He's a Nemesi. So it's basically saying when you transform
he's a
him,
Nemesi.
when you transform him and he turns into the Hulk, he makes the leader even worse because he's got all that strength. So they
Yeah.
like combo off each other in
In
a
a
way that you
negative
would
way.
exactly you wouldn't want him to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a net positive though because leader does transform the Hulk.
Yes.
But
Initially.
then, yeah.
So
but-
then I guess you could.
Well, they can go negative, right? He
And
would
once you
he'd
get rid of-
he would actually be a negative.
Oh,
card.
right, because all of a sudden the Hulk is literally it's 4 of the symbols that give -3
Bingo.
each.
Yeah. So going from 1 to 3 additional minus.
You're right.
values.
Yeah.
So that's like the storytelling that they're trying to do here with these cards.
Sure.
It's, I have mixed feelings about that because I guess I can see what you're saying, but also so suddenly Hulk and one of his main arch nemesis being in your hand together in this game is a bad thing. Like it kind of
that feels bad.
It does. It is kind of
seems like
counterintuitive.
And in most other cases, it seams like you actually are rewarded for like
pairing
like,
everybody.
pairing
the
Magneto
Sentinels,
with other
yeah.
mutants. Like I actually got wait, Magneto
The
is a mutant,
Sentinels
but
with
yeah,
other mutants.
Sentinels with mutants,
Which makes sense.
And I got the mutant tags from 2 other mutant villains, no mutant heroes, but
But that's probably not the intent.
yeah, or it's I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Parallel to the.
Who can say what the intent is? I didn't design the game.
I designed
What?
the comic book though.
Why were we playing it? I thought this was your baby.
No, that was Aeon's end.
Yeah. Brandon, well-known developer of
Your
Aeon
name
Sense.
isn't Bruce Glasscup. Who are you?
All these years been lying to me,
Oh,
Bruce. I mean, whatever your name is.
Swirl, I will swirl my beer
I've
and
got some thinking to do.
smile mysteriously.
I like it. Ooh, I don't like this, however. Grubhub sent me a notification saying game night done right. Is it a big sports holiday today?
Well, playoffs are going on in the NFL.
Okay. Well,
On a Wednesday though?
Not on a Wednesday. There's nothing going on Wednesday.
it feels weird that I'm playing a game right now and my phone said game night done right.
Oh, I
Grubhub
see.
saw the stream and was like, let's push that
Let's push
notification
that
through.
notification.
That guy. He's gaming.
I mean, here now I'm plugging them. Well, kind of not
Yeah.
plugging them the best light, but it's still
It
any
works.
publicity is good.
It
Today's
works.
stream brought to you by Yeti and Grubhub.
Yeti and Grubhub's invasion of my privacy.
Two consecutive Grubhub sponsored streams because Candace and I last night ordered ramen on Grubhub, like live on camera.
What ramen place?
The one near you.
Ramen Izakaya?
Yep.
Look at that.
It's great. It's great. It's good. It's a good ramen joint.
Ramen Izakaya is the last place I ordered ramen from. It was fine.
It's the best ramen place in reasonable like pickup / delivery distance that I'm aware of. There's a ramen place right around the corner from me that I don't think is as good.
I think Ramen Jinya in Studio City is the best ramen in the valley.
Yeah, but it's in Studio City.
Wait, where was it called?
Or Ramen Jinya. It's
Yeah.
really, really, really good.
forget
Yeah,
the place
and
that
it's
I
like a
had.
chain. There's like 8
Yeah.
of those or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a place down in Hollywood.
San Juan next.
Yeah, San Juan.
San
Get ready.
Juan.
Get ready, stream.
I had a place in Hollywood. I don't remember the name. Probably look it up on my Uber Eats, but that was so good. And it had the Dan Dan ramen, which now I make,
Oh yeah.
and it's very good.
Mm.
Like a nutty, spicy ramen.
Mm.
Figure out what I'm doing for dinner
I was
tonight.
just gonna say the same thing. I'm very hungry.
We're having friends over, and one of them's a pescatarian, and I rarely cook fish or seafood.
All of a sudden,
Make
I want
sushi.
ramen.
No.
Okay,
I mean, he did give you a pretty good suggestion.
I tried.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad answer.
I mean, it's a great
Like-
answer, in fact.
On a future time when I'm not like 2 hours before they get here trying to figure out what's for dinner, maybe. But am I gonna?
Wait, do you
chase-
make sushi?
I have the tools to do so. I have like a sushi making kit. I made it once, and it
My
was.
ears are bad. I heard, "Do you bake sushi?" And I was like, "Butner,
make sushi.
have you ever had sushi?"
What if you took sushi, heated it up?
I have the hardware to make
Okay.
sushi. I do not have the skills to make it well.
How about the patience? Holy crap!
I
It's
just
not
make
bad.
sushi all the
It's not
time.
that hard.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
I would imagine that would be like just.
But
a
to be
lot-
fair,
a lot involved.
The easiest way to make sushi, and in my opinion, the best sushi, is nigiri. So it takes pretty much no skill. It's like you make some
I don't
rice,
know.
you pack the rice, you put a little wasabi, and you lay fish over it.
You
Right.
try to slice that fish as well as they do in a real sushi restaurant, so it does not turn out the same.
So in this
It'll be
old,
like thicker on one side of it than the other.
so in this old land that I used to live in called New York, there was a groceries called groceries.
Old York.
Old York, yeah, right. Old York. I used to live in Old York, and ye Old York.
The older work.
Yeah, and there was this grocery store called Wegmans, and Wegmans,
That's not real.
you
No.
could buy a block of sushi grade tuna or whatever, and they would be like, huh, "You want just a block? You want it cut?" And the sushi chefs would be like, "Yeah, like cut it nigiri style," and they would do like the on the edge, and they would cut it into like
Damn.
amazing nigiri, and they would just basically charge you for the weight of the fish. So like it was incredible, and
There's-
I would make like sushi dinner, nigiri dinner for like college friends, $25 for like 4 people.
Damn.
That was good.
There's a Asian market down the street from me that you can get like sushi grade fish there.
Mhm.
I've never explored whether I could take it to their like counter and have them slice it.
They probably
maybe,
would.
Maybe they would.
If they have the chefs on staff.
They
Do
don't.
they make sushi
I don't-
in package there?
I don't think they do.
You might be out of luck.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, on that note,
Bye. Just kidding.
I do think that's a stream, as I need to go pick up a dog from the vet. You have somewhere to be.
Yeah,
I need to eat some food, probably.
So 4
I've
o'clock
got
dinner.
I've got a 4:30 date with a couple of friends to play San Juan, the lovely game from Ravensburger, where you too can build up your own colony of different import and export goods as you become the leader of San Juan,
The leader, the Hulk villain.
the governor of San Juan.
All right.
Anyway.
I'm gonna turn off the stream now. Thanks. This
Thanks
is fun.
for watching. This was a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you. We'll talk about maybe doing it again sometime.
Friday.
Yeah, and then we need to talk about whatever secret you need to tell us now that we're going to be off stream.
All right, turning off the stream.
Bye.
Okay, it's totally off. What did you want to?